Benjamin, Red, Sandy, how are y'all doing? Good to see y'all. Uh, Little short notice. I finally got a hold of Chuck. He got a hold of me and kind of figured out a game plan. So tonight and tomorrow night, I don't know if we'll switch it up, but we'll be going on tonight and tomorrow night. Uh, I'm going to run, looks like, unless Chuck tells me otherwise, I'm going to run from 6 to 9. Then we're going to turn it over to Chuck, and we'll all jump over there if y'all feel like it. So, anyway, once again, run through the headlines. Boy, there's a whole bunch of nothing coming out. Everything Trump. Now they supposedly got him. They've got it all. Remember that story that everybody else was saying when Trump said that? We're having it all. Hey, Stanislaw, for everybody having all of it, they sure didn't have anything done about it. So we'll see how that goes. Now the other side's playing ball with the same pitch. They've got it all. Everybody's still raking down the queen. Ray, not much of anything's new. Like I said, I run through the headlines and couldn't see anything really outstanding to talk about other than more hopium. So don't really know. Crystal, how you doing? Anyway, if y'all anybody's got something they want to come up and chat about for a minute, I'll allow that. Like I said, I might have a guest coming on. I'm not sure yet, uh, but we'll see. Uh, they may be tied up, but they said they'd see what they could do. So we'll just go from there. But if someone wants to pop up, it is pin. I didn't pin it, but it is up there. The first chat out there was my link. Alley Cat's beautiful face. Hello. Yeah, I know that's right, Alley Cat. I was tired of hearing about the Queen 3 years ago. Yeah, probably Ray. I think the guest I was going to have on, I think she is tied up in a football game. So I think that hopefully it'll get done before I'm done. So like I said, I'm going to run. Hey, Eric, I'm going to run till about 9 o'clock, and I'm going to turn it over the reins over to Chuck. I want him to have ample time too.
Hey Shane, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Hey everyone in chat.
Hiya, Uncle Shane. Thanks, Blackwatch. 20 years older than me.
It's been raining and storming here still.
Yeah, hell, it's been like that for 3 weeks down there with you, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had a little drizzle today. Said thunderstorms, but didn't hear no thunder. And got a light sprinkle, just enough to make it miserable. Hey, Cashew.
Yep.
But it never got over 63 degrees today either.
Oh, I bet you enjoyed that.
Oh, it wasn't bad. 63 is a little cool for me, but not bad. I can tolerate it. I guess if I'd put on some clothes, that would help. A t-shirt and shorts. Uh,
Uh,
Probably a little cool for 63, but hey, Vicky Sorrels, how are you? I missed one. Angel Rose, hello. I'm glad to see people are coming in. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, if anybody has anything pretty neat to talk about or want to talk about for a little bit, that would be wonderful. Eric, you got anything to add? Oh, okay. Your phone's a little weak.
Yeah, my phone's acting stupid.
Well, most
I
of them
just,
do.
yeah, well, I just paid my bill
Oh,
and
yeah.
I go to put on YouTube and it takes forever to load. I'm like, this ain't even towards the end of the month.
Huh.
So I might have to go up there and talk to him.
Sounds that way. Not sure. Gerald Cummins, hello. Good to see you.
I paid $60, so that's my plan plus paying for the phone.
Well, ain't bad.
Mm-mm.
Mine's
The
about
iPhone.
$100 over that one. So, Sharon Hudgens, how you doing?
Yeah. This is an iPhone. I don't really care for it, but
I
everybody
never
keep,
could get used to an iPhone. I just, what the hell? Someone unsubscribed from me. Two people did. What the hell? Oh well,
oh
it
well.
is what it is. That or YouTube jacking with me.
Y'all look at that, Vicky. I ain't never had no problems from them. I'd rather have my what's it? I had a different one. I can't think of the name of it, but I liked it a lot better. This I had to have somebody totally do it for me because it's totally different than the one I had, and everybody keeps telling me I'll like it after I learn how to use it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't.
By the time you learn how to use it, the damn thing's going to be outdated and going dead on you.
Exactly. I'm scared to go to places. I'm scared I'm gonna get somewhere I can't get out of or tap something I shouldn't be.
You know, growing up, I had that same problem. I'm glad I growed out of them days. Frank, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. Boy, howdy. It's good to see everybody in here tonight. Like I said, it's a little early, but wasn't a whole lot going on out there. I mean, there's a few out there. But,
I ain't seen nobody today
uh,
besides Diamond.
yeah, Chuck was telling me there was a few. He said one of them was a pretty big name, so I don't know how many of my viewers go there, but I'm not, I'm not going to hold that against anybody. The
No.
people that want to see you will come see you. The people that don't, they'll come see you if there's nothing else on. That's fine too. That's why I did this, is just to give people a place to go when there's nothing else they want to do or can find to do. I didn't start this to become rich and famous by no means.
Oh no. I don't care what my numbers and stuff are.
Gerald Cummins, I have not heard anything, and I'm pretty sure anything that will or may happen is going to come as a surprise, uh, just due to everybody's kind of tight-lipped on tomorrow. I know there's a lot of propaganda out there saying, it's a, remember last year was a 20-year reunion. You thought it had happened then. Why would they wait 21 years? Unless it was foiled then and they had to replan their strategy. I
Shane,
just
you
don't.
need to. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Y'all need to go over to com- I'm trying to think of his now. Cowboy.
Conservative cowboy.
Consult. Huh?
Conservative cowboy.
Yes, he had a thing on what happened to Moore way back then. I'm trying to dance around the. I don't want you to get in trouble.
Well, no, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about
Yeah.
9/11.
Okay. I didn't know if
Yeah.
we could say stuff
You
like
could
that.
say 9/11 because it happens every year, every
Yeah.
September 9th, 9/11.
Yeah. He had two good things on it showing where in isn't no plane.
Well, and I've been watching them for 20 years, and I've said it all along. And boy, I tell you what, I've gotten some healthy disagreements with some of my family over it. But
Oh yeah. After I calmed down and I watched it, I was like, no, that thing was set up that way to do that. That's a
it's
demolition. That is not no plane going through it.
that's what I said. Like I said, you're more than
It
welcome to throw
dropped.
beer.
Yeah, it's because of what they had in the bottom of it.
Well, it's what they had all the way up through it.
Yeah.
Patrick, I played with that today, right up till about 5:30, and I could get it to do a little bit more, but it won't ever get to my home screen to where I can hit like Windows or go online or there something. Either the 2-year-old hit a button, and I'm going to have to go probably into the BIOS and just reboot it, start over with all default, and then just start plumb over. I got a guy coming down tomorrow. If everything works right, he's going to be over here tomorrow, and we'll. He's pretty good at it. He's going to bring a Windows 10 thumb drive, and we'll reboot it and reset it all up. Or he may be able to just go in and repair the damage. It may be just a. I think what happened was this. They was watching so many things on it, and they just never closed them out. I think it just got overloaded with too much running in the background. And then now it takes forever to load just to get to my logon screen where I put my password in. Yeah, take it to mama. Anyway,
Mommy.
yeah, Black Watch. I did all that 20 years ago, and I used to do it a lot. But it's been so long, I've forgotten more than I ever knew. So I'm just going to wait till I was going to call the guy and see if he'd walk me through it, but I thought I ain't got enough time. By the time I got aggravated, just shut her down. So
It's been a long time since I heard a little pitter patter of feet. And I won't
yeah,
no more, but I still miss it.
yeah. When she's upstairs, she sounds like a herd of elephants running across her. She don't know how to run. She stomps. And I even insulated in between here and up there. And I will tell you what, I should have sprayed foams with it. Uh,
My family tells me I walk too hard.
yeah, I was like, damn. I told her I was going. I told the mama I was going to put stickers in the heels of her shoes, so
Hmm.
she'll quit stomping and learn how to tiptoe. Hey, TV, good to see you. Yeah, that way she tiptoes around instead of stomping around. She only stomped about twice, and I think that would cure that. But yeah, she needs to kind of tiptoe around because man, that little girl can make some racket. Pamela, how you doing?
I brought dirt over here to put where the um porch was because it's rained so much.
Right.
Then it rained again. So I'm like, that didn't help too much.
Well, dirt and water only make mud. It's all good. Take that
It's
back
just when
outside.
I stepped down. I guess it got bad enough because it took my rug. I noticed what happened. My rug I got down there, they put down there because I saw them I was going to throw it away and they could just put it down there.
Correct.
And they put it down there. So where I walked, I wouldn't be walking in, dirt. And I guess the wind picked up or something because it flipped my rug over. And I had to go out to get my prescriptions from my best friend because she swung by and got them for me and brought them to me. And it was like stepping in mud.
Right.
And I was like, oh man, it wouldn't even help if I had on different shoes.
Right. Yeah. Vicky, no. No tap dance. No. Tony Lee, good to see you. Gigi, how are you?
Hey, everybody, it just come in.
Silver B, hello.
I got to get the curtains up in my bedroom
Tired of streaking?
so I can sleep in my bed.
Ah,
I got a window on one side of my bed and a window on the other side. And I can't sleep in my bed till I get those windows covered up. I ain't sleeping in my bed with somebody can see straight through. I don't know. But I got to get the something to put the rod up there. I don't have the tool to do it. So I got to see if I can find somebody. I know somebody that probably does. Either to help me put them up or something. I'm ready to
right.
sleep in my bed and not on this couch. And I've been doing this since after my sister passed away. And
Yeah.
that's been 2.5 months ago, maybe.
Yep. I did a little couch sleeping myself when my health got bad.
I mean, my
Finally, I had
couch
my.
is, my couch
Oh
is
yeah.
comfortable, but I don't want to lay on my couch all the time and mess it up, too.
Yeah. I can only do it for a little bit, and it was like, gotta do something a little different. Anyway, I want to drop the link in. Gigi, you want to come up, or are you playing Catan again?
What the heck is Sudan or whatever you said?
Catan?
Uh
I don't
huh.
know. Canadian game of some sort.
Oh, the only thing I ever play, and this once in a blue moon, is solitaire.
Ah. Hey, Tennessee Ridge Runner, how you doing? Good to see you. Baseball. I thought that season was over. I thought we was deep into football.
Yeah, I think they got rained out over here last night because it was lightning. Hey, Travis,
Hey, Travis.
did you have fun at the beach? It must not have been raining where he was because I sure wouldn't have been at the beach.
Travis, you're more than welcome up. About seven above you, I dropped the link. So you're more than welcome to pop up for a minute.
I've been here for 5 years and I think I've been to the beach maybe 3 times. It's beautiful, it's quiet, yep, but I'm
Yep.
more of a mountain than I am ocean.
Mama T, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah. Last time I seen Travis, he was putting on a nice little Florida tan. So
I hope you didn't get burnt.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're doing chili rianos tonight.
Oh,
What are you stuffing them with, and are you breading them, or are you wrapping them in bacon?
my
Gigi,
dad.
not to be
Oh,
rude, but it's been a while. We've kind of known this. You have never played with a full deck, but it's okay. We still love you.
my dad used to make chili and he would take them, get the seeds out, pack them with cheese, batter them, and fry them.
Yeah, and see, I like a little bit more than cheese. I like, I don't mind, cook some hamburger and strain it real good, rinse it,
Yeah.
and then put it in there blended with some like Alfredo cheese or that white queso cheese,
Mhm.
and then stuff them in there. But then instead of, see, I'm not a big fan of the batter stuff, and then I wrap them in bacon, just like, they're totally bacon, and then I'll throw them in the deep fry just long enough to cook the bacon, so your chili relleno still got some crisp,
Mhm.
just a little, and but the meat's already done, so it warms it up. The cheese is melting everywhere. Holy cow, that
It
is,
sounds good.
yeah, it is.
I can't eat it now, but it sounds good.
Travis, how you doing, bud?
Good.
Hey,
I'm trying to get my
Travis.
camera turned around. I don't know what I got going on here.
You may have to stand on the other side of it.
Ah, there we are.
There you are.
We're stuffing those peppers with. We're going to use our leftover cheesy squash and asparagus and rotel tomatoes. We're going to stuff them in these peppers. It's going to be good. We made our own hot sauce,
Nice.
guacamole.
You at our ages?
Now I'm in
You're still down at West Palm Beach, aren't you?
West Palm Beach with my nephew and my boy. Yeah, say hi. Anyway, yeah, we got all kinds of stuff cooking on here.
Good.
There's a homemade salsa, and this is
Nice.
what we're going to stuff our peppers with.
There you go.
I think it'll be good. We had some leftover stuff, so we decided we'd stuff that in there and see how that works out for us.
I want to tell you what. Anybody can figure out how to repurpose food, you got a heck of a cook on your hands right there, because it's a trick, but man, it can be done and it's great.
Yeah, we don't waste anything. We always find some way to cook something else.
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot my beer.
You got sidetracked with your salsa and your stuffing.
Hey, if you're going to cook, you have to drink beer. That's the rule.
Oh, is that the stipulation?
Oh yeah, if you're cooking, you have
That's
to.
cool. I never have to cook again.
What are you guys up to?
Oh, trouble, mayhem, and chaos, and I don't think it's necessarily in that order.
I'm watching. Our Sooners aren't winning. It's 0-0, second quarter.
Who they playing?
Kent State.
Ah,
There we go.
Shane, I'll be back in a minute.
all right. Cindy Fuller, hello.
Yeah, I'm going to do a live when I get ready to do these. Hi, Cindy. When I get ready to do these peppers, I'm gonna go live, and we're gonna attempt this because this is my first time ever cooking a chileriano. But I love them. There is a trick to it, and my buddy Mark Rao actually gave us a whole bunch of really good shortcuts. Not really shortcuts, just things to help us along. So I'm pretty excited about it. So far, I haven't cooked a bad meal yet.
Well, it's Oklahoma, boys. We can't screw up a good meal.
That's right. That's right.
We'll hide it with something.
That's right. You can always make it better.
Oh yeah, Sharon Steinspring, hello.
Yeah. So what's happening in the wild panhandle of Oklahoma besides not much?
Wind blowed. We had our little parade today here in the county seat. We had our little parade and a little carnival and a little fair, showing all the produce and crops we grow. And, every year we do it in September. And then come April, we do our cow chip throw.
Right.
Have that big cow chip festival. So twice a year we get a little parade, and
Yeah.
It's the only time that this town will fill up 2 times a year. The rest of the time we're only tourist town for 2 days a year. The rest of the time it's pretty quiet. I'm talking with some people right now. We're trying to get it set up to where we can bring a little excitement to them, and we've got a pretty good plan. I think we got some maybe finances set up, so we'll see.
Nice.
Revive this little community since it is a county seat.
Well, I think our little towns are going to become very important in the near future.
I think you're exactly right.
People don't understand where we grew up. We know how to barter.
You damn right.
And you always know somebody that's got something that you need, and you got something they need.
Yep.
We're living in a pretty scary situation right now, in my opinion.
I just leave it to God. I ain't gonna sit here and worry myself all about it.
Well, I'm not going to sit and worry about it, but we also got to do something about it too. We got to help.
Oh yeah,
Right.
We created this mess. He's not going to come clean up our mess, wipe our nose, wipe our butts. He's not going to do it. We got to clean up our mess to the best we can, and then he'll come in and take care of the problems.
yes,
That's how I truly feel.
yes.
Right.
We're just back going, we're just going to wait on somebody else to do it. I don't believe that one bit.
You got to put boots to the ground. But what I'm saying is, I'm not going to sit here and bring myself down because of everything that's happened. If you ain't got a positive attitude, you ain't going to get nowhere in the first place.
Yeah,
Good point. Good point. Yeah, we can't let it beat us down. We got to stand and do what we got to do.
Yeah, and that's why I try not to get into a whole lot of the news anymore, like I used to on the other channel, because all it is just fear porn and fear porn on fear porn, and nothing ever gets done and nothing ever comes about it. So you take a different approach, and you can attack a different side. Well, that throws a little bit of a kink, a little bit of a wrench in their gear, and then they have to refocus on what they're doing.
Yep.
So anytime you can stun the opponent without even touching them, gives you a breather to where you can figure out where you go from here. Cindy's saying something. Hang on, guys. I'm going to put it on the screen so everybody can see it.
Yeah, I was reading that. Says, hey, Shane, I watched the Forbes breaking news, and Andy Biggs toured the Yuma border, talked with the ranchers, border agents, the Governor Ducey.
Ducey?
Yeah.
Cindy, I will. Yeah, he'll be surprised because he's just south of Yuma, right there on the border.
Right.
But then you got to go, okay, is it all a publicity stunt? What is it?
And there's a lot of that going around. I watched something today I just laughed and laughed and laughed because some of my haters are talking about some of the things that we've been putting out, and I'm like, what? Why?
Red, why are you talking in German?
Uh-oh.
Red must have several languages under her belt because I've seen her talking several different ones, but the way that one looks like it's German.
I speak English and sarcasm. That's it.
Yeah.
English and,
like me.
English and bad English.
I do know some Spanish, but I can't say it here because it was really not good.
I talk country. Like throw the pillar out the window, and now it's out yonder.
All right, guys, I got to get back in there and check on my roasting peppers, and I'll let you all know how it comes out.
All
I
right.
got one quick question for you. When you made your salsa, did you when you made your salsa, did you throw your tomatoes in the oven and boil them down till there's nothing left but the innards and the skin?
No, Brandon actually made the salsa, and he used canned tomatoes.
Huh. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm just asking because there's a difference between, roasted salsa. Yeah. What you cook every bit of it.
And the tomato, what are the green tomatoes called? The tomatoes got this little skin around them.
Oh, that's a tomatillo.
Tomatillo, yeah.
It's not a tomato, but yeah, it has the same flavor as a jalapeno without the heat.
Okay. I like to put those in there, and we didn't get any of those either because that's what I want to do is I want to roast everything and then make it from scratch.
Oh, absolutely. And make it fresh, never cooked.
Yeah.
After you blend it all together and it's done, it's good. You send it out.
Right.
Yep. It's almost like pickle de gallo, but better.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, have a nice dinner and a good evening.
All righty. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys later.
All right. See you, Travis.
Nice visiting with you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, Gigi, I see every one of your comments. It's just I was in the middle of saying something to Travis, so I apologize. So I'm going to do you a favor here. We're going to put you on the highlight reel here for a little bit. I don't want you to think I'm missing you. Huh. Danish, huh? All right, Travis. Yeah, you stay listening. Good luck with them peppers.
Sound good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, Larry. Hello, and thank you again for what you did with Monograph's channel. I appreciate the heck out of it. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm still leery about that, Cindy, but yeah. And I know down there south of Yuma, they're not using any containers. That's where Rob is. They should just finish the damn wall and be done with it. Huh?
Should be a fun night with news with me.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to look. Sorry, guys. Anyway, anybody else got anything? You want me to drop the links so somebody else can come up? Larry, you want to come up? You was good to me. I don't mind you coming up. I'll drop the link. Quick. Okay.
Black Watch.
Yeah. I tried. Give her 15 minutes. She'll figure out how she is.
She's like me, squirrel.
Yeah, she's quite the blast.
Yeah, I think that's her favorite word, squirrel.
Wow.
Sorry. Two-year-old's trying to rearrange the house. Hang on, guys.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. 2-year-old's rearranging the house, and it's not a good time to do that. Hey, Chuck. Good to see you, bud.
That's a kid for you.
Yep.
My kids would rather play with pots and pans than they would any other thing. It sure was loud, though.
Yeah. Chuck, I dropped the link. It's about 10 above you, but if you want me to drop it again, I will.
He just tell you to shh.
I told that 2-year-old to shh.
Yeah, but I thought I heard him say, shh, you shh.
No, I was telling her to shh because she's mad I won't let her rearrange the furniture. So, you can let it give way for a little bit, but there's some things you just got to put a stop to, and you
Oh, yeah.
and you got to be firm with them, and you just so they'll know which they can do and what they can't. Because if you don't ever stop them,
Exactly.
if you can't ever stop them, then you're in a world of hurt. Yeah, Chuck, I'll drop it again for you, bud.
Yeah, you think it's funny maybe for a moment, and then you keep on letting them get away with it, and then they get to an age where they just think
Oh, they
it's
expect it.
okay, and
Yep.
you better catch them while you can, because if not, they're going to get out of hand.
Oh yeah, they'll get unruly. There you go, Chuck. I dropped it for you again, bud. Hey, quit. Nope. Put that back. You don't need to open that. You'll get burned. Thank you. Desiree, do you leave that back door open?
Yeah. Hey, can I check her mom?
There's someone there to watch her.
Usually get off around 6:40. Well, it's Saturday, so I usually get off at 5:30.
Anyway, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Chuck, I dropped that link. Yeah, I was hoping Bonnie would pop in here for a little bit, but she must have her hands full with her little 4-year-old. She's the only one around, so I'm sure she does.
Mm.
Yeah.
Everybody got baby duty.
I think so. I think so. I think everybody's got a little bit of baby duty.
I don't have baby duty no more.
Yeah, if you ain't got baby duty yet, feed them. You'll get baby duty later. You'll be changing diapers.
Oh, Lord.
Sorry. You got a potty? Yeah, pee-pee? You do? Here. Okay. Okay, Chuck, you're all good. Just let me know when you're ready, and I'll drop it again for you. Anyway. Well, guys, come up with something to visit about. Like I said, while we're waiting on Chuck, my guest that was going to come on, they're tied up this evening, so they're not going to be able to make it.
Mm.
So I guess they're out tending to the racehorses. I was hoping they'd come up and visit about them. So I guess I got a couple more. They're still coming in first, second, and third on 3 of them, so 4 of them maybe now. So that's pretty cool. I guess they're picking the right ones. Those things ain't cheap to buy, though.
Are you talking about horse race?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, they started out at Remington in Oklahoma City, and now they're going. I mean, they've been all over the lower 50s, taking and running their horses all year.
I love horses. I could spend all day out there with them, either riding them, petting them, any.
Gigi, she's 2. Very outgoing, I should say. You don't stop her until it's time. Well, she has to pass out if we stop her. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, she speaks half Spanish and half English, so it's real hard to. Luckily, I know a little bit of Spanish, the good words, not all bad. I know enough good words and sentences that I can kind of get through to her. So when they speak half Spanish, half the sentence Spanish and half in English, it's like, what the heck are you saying?
I'll wait till she gets older and she gets mad and starts speaking in it.
Oh, I know.
You might be called everything in the book and don't know you getting called it.
Well, that's a good thing. I do know them words too.
Oh, that's the words I know too.
But I work, now you staying here. Okay, or not. Anyway. Yeah, I worked around in the hog farms and stuff for a long time and worked around the Hispanic. And I tell you what, great people. Awesome. I've worked most of my life around here around Hispanic people. Some of my best friends are. I grew up with some. And their mama taught me how to cook, homemade tortillas and refried beans. And she made everything authentic. She cleaned at the school during the day. And so we got to see her there too. So she was always threatening me and her son because we run around together. And she was always threatening to whoop both of us. We got out of line. So. Yeah, she'd drop everything she's doing at that school and come right in that office and whoop you. She had no problems. You didn't get in trouble around her. But I'll tell you what, one of the most loving people I've ever met. Yeah, she considered me one of her
bad people.
Nope. I have nothing against them or anybody else.
Me either, because we all bleed the same color and come from the same father. Talking about the one in heaven.
Oh yeah. Hey Chuck. Oh, he's still on the phone. Okay. Hey, you want to mute while you're on there, Chuck? Okay. Thank you. I didn't figure it was any of our business what he's talking about.
No. I just try to keep my nose in my business.
Yeah, I try to. Yeah, I think the echo's gone now. Chuck was just jumping on, Travis, so sorry.
Yeah, I had this girl, her and her boyfriend stay here one time. Just for a few days till they got their check. And they gave me some money for it. And I haven't heard from. They ended up breaking up. But I heard from her today. She texted me and asked me. I ain't heard from her in months. Asking if she could borrow some money to get some food with.
Huh.
I said, I got canned food, but I don't have no money to give you for food. I'm sorry. I would if I could. But it was just weird.
Hey, Louise. Kay. Hello. I'm going to split my screen here. I'm going to go look at something real quick. Gotta see. I can hear you though, Crystal. Go ahead. I gotta see something real quick.
Oh, that's fine. I started reading something in the chat.
I gotta give a little lady a special little gift here. So anyway. Louise, it's always good to see you. Anyway, guys, I apologize. I didn't have a whole lot, and that's why I invited a few up. And I was hoping to, have my special guest was my little sister. She's always She's always a fan favorite. Uh, and like I said, she's always got something pretty cool to talk about. Always got some good, cool pictures. She's a sweetie. And her
I
old
wish
man,
mine was still alive.
me and her old man's like best friends too. We get along like two peas in a pod. We're good friends. It's always fun to talk to him. They do their due diligence to keep up with everything going on that they're involved with. So they're pretty sharp.
Wished I had my sister to talk to.
Well, my mom had 9 of us, so there was a few of us to visit with.
Well, it's just me and my brother now, and
Yeah, there's only 6 of us
we,
left.
we're not really close, because of the road I took.
Right.
We held, some hard feelings, even though we've talked and hashed it out. We're not like me and my sister was. We were talking at least 2-3 times a week sometimes,
Oh, yeah.
actually texting. We didn't talk too much on the phone because me and her are the same way. We really don't like texting, but we really don't like talking either.
Right. Cindy, yes, she's always got stories and about me and all kind. Yeah, and we didn't even scratch the surface those couple times she was on with me. Linda Mathis, hello. It's been a while since I've seen you. I did not leave LWN, just so you know. I did not leave there. R160 R Train official. Hello. First time I've seen your name ever.
Yeah, I'm going to eat some more of that chili in a little while and make me 2 grilled cheese to dip it in.
There you go. That sounds like a good one.
I had some earlier and I put hot dogs in it.
Yeah, yeah. You said you was going to.
Yep. I still got some more of it. I've got 2 meals out of it right now. I'll probably get one more.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Linda, any of them people over there, I know it's almost at least one a day saying, I'm glad we found you. We haven't been over there since such and such or whatever. And
I bet you get tired of it explaining things or,
do what now?
I said, does it get tiring when you finally see people and they like bring that up? Does it bother you?
No, it doesn't. At first it did. It really
Yeah.
did. Really hurt my heart. But now I'm like, hey, everything happens for a reason. I was
Yep.
told a long time ago to go ahead and start my own. And
You got to follow your heart.
yeah, I should have done it then. But I had high hopes. We're still on a roller coaster of lots of fun and lots of work. But, doesn't help when you get blindsided and knocked off the roller coaster. So,
Well, I think it's better because you went under a lot of stress.
oh, that I was.
And
That I
that
was.
wasn't good for your health. And if Shane's health ain't good, Shane ain't good.
I kind of went downhill pretty fast. And when they ended up medifying me out, it was a big shocker to me and really
Yep.
put some things in check for me.
I bet you. Hey, 10. Yeah,
Hello, Tim. Good to
that
see you,
will
girl.
put your life in a different perspective.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
If you ever come close to not making it, when you get through it, you sure do view the world totally different than you used to. You
Yep.
don't take things for granted.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And Linda Mathis, yes. I seen yeah, and I didn't know he had lost Mary Kay. Uh but I would see where that would happen. And then he had also lost Jay and Tina, which are two of the most beautiful people you ever meet. They're so down to earth and just relaxed. They're down from Texas. Great people. You know,
Yeah.
and old Jay, if no one knows about Jay, Jay teaches people that's got some, I don't know how to say it correctly, but some issues, and they can't go into regular schools due to, they ain't quite as caught up yet in the learning abilities. So he teaches them. I can't remember what Tina does, but just having them traits right there is just beautiful people.
Yes, they are. I miss seeing them.
Yeah, he come on here once. I need to get a hold of him, see if he'll come back on, and maybe he don't feel it's for him due to something he's seen, or.
Yeah.
But I need to get with him. I have seen Tina on here. She was on here night before last. Not last night, but the last time I was on, so I think it was 3 nights ago. So I skipped a night. I didn't have a spot, and I didn't want to step on Chuck or Bonnie's toes, so I didn't. I didn't even try.
I was gonna have one again. It takes a lot to do it.
Yeah, everybody says, well, all you do is just turn it on, and start talking. Well, depends.
You got to keep the conversation going if there ain't nobody up there. Now, if I had other people, I mean, I might have a couple every now and then come up on panel, but I'm more as to somebody being on panel and I converse with them, and besides making stuff right off top of my head to try to talk about, you know.
Well, and it is easier to bounce conversation off of somebody else because it gets a conversation started. You can have a conversation with the chat, but if the chat is in their own conversation in the chat, like it happens a lot,
Mm-hmm.
you're kind of just talking and giving them the place to chat, which is fine if that's what they want. So
Well,
yes,
I
it is.
can't. Yeah, I can't be on panel and watch the chat because I would never talk because I'd be reading it even though I'm answering some of them. I might miss somebody if I got somebody on panel too because I can't watch my chat and talk to people at the same time.
Well, I want to tell you what, it took me a long time to figure out how to listen and read and comprehend what I read. But
Yep.
over at the other channel, I figured it out. So it made it a lot easier, but I had a little bit of experience. But yes, at first, yeah, I either had to pay attention to the chat or the panel because you could always see me going. Mike would ask me a question. I never even hear him because I was so focused on the chat. He said, James? I said, oh, yeah, what? Sorry, what was your question? He just giggled.
I'll watch both, but I draw the line at the phone. Phone rings or somebody texts, even like Red will try to get a hold of me during my show, and I'm like, I don't even look at the damn phone.
Yeah, I always do because I never know if it's important. It's something I need to take care of. But yeah, I just I try to handle all of it, yeah, so far I can do it. Uh,
They have
Good
to tell me
evening,
to
Chuck.
check my message. They have to tell me to check a message because I don't even pay attention.
Good evening, Chuck.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm blessed.
I
It's
still
just
hadn't found my ass after yesterday. I think I left it out in the yard somewhere.
it's just raining too much here. Can I send it your way?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Got the yard cut. I was out there cutting grass yesterday, and that heat kicked my butt.
Well, I can get a rowboat and float down my street, down my gutters.
Talked to a few people in Georgia. They a lot of rain, too much rain. A lot of them saying flooding and seeing flooding, and feast or famine. That's the way it goes.
sniffer alert.
Hey, Ben. Hey, everybody out there.
Yeah, Louise, I hope that works. You lighting that fire on the barbecue and makes them all come running.
Yeah, go out there and put you a pound of bacon on the grill and a couple of onions, cut them in half. And they'll smell that onion and bacon for 20 miles.
If the wind's blowing right, yep.
Yeah.
White Hammer
fast.
below.
That's the fastest way for everybody to come running in the kitchen, see what you're cooking, start cooking bacon and onion together.
Oh yeah. Throw a little garlic off in there. Yep.
Did you hear what Travis was eating? What they were cooking?
Chili rellenos.
Yep.
Yes.
That's my favorite Mexican food, next to a plain old bean burrito.
Well, my
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Plain old bean burrito loaded with onions. Wow, I like them.
Yep, beef and bean burritos.
yeah, I have to watch stuff like that. It's got a lot of red sauce because I had a bleeding ulcer and I get heartburn like extremely bad. Like if I open my mouth, fire come out. So if I just got a little bit of heartburn, I don't even try to eat anything like that.
Yeah, I gauge things like that. I'll taste it. If it gives me that burn in the back of my throat, kind of like acid reflux, I'm like, yeah, that's not going to do well with me, so I'm not going to eat none of it.
That's why I started laying off dairy and stuff in the evenings because it used to give me heartburn. Now it creates mucus in my throat and I cough and hack half the night. So I had to quit. I had to lay off anything because some of my food for dinner was, breakfast food like biscuits and gravy and sausage and bacon and stuff. I had to lay off that because the gravy, that milk in there creates a phlegm. I just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I got to stop laying off of fried foods.
Yeah.
I think that's part of my problem.
Yep, that can cause big problem.
Guy Fieri make some restaurant on Diner Drive-In and Dive on the TV. I just happened to look over there. It's some kind of oysters, po' boy oyster sub, whatever, got fried oysters in it. I just don't know what this stuff he put on top of it is. Looks kind of like that shrimp artichoke Parmesan dip looking stuff on top.
Huh.
I love some damn oysters. Hey, Black Watch.
I like fried. Have you ever had oyster stew?
I think I have.
Oh, I like it. I used to hate it.
Talking to a buddy on the phone, and he's talking about he found his dad's recipe book, and one of the things in it was a seafood chowder, and the other was a shrimp and crab mousse. And basically what they did, they made the stuff up and ground it all up and put it in forms, and they'd make like those cheese logs, but it was with seafood, and you ate it with crackers.
Mm.
Yep. I was trying to catch the rest of Angel's. Yeah, Angel, you are correct. You are correct on your whole statement.
Nasty.
Yeah, the truth's never been real popular, that's for sure. No one wants to hear it. They always think they know better, and sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. Make sure they're not molded. Those mold pretty easy, those little blueberries.
Okay, Linda.
If they're white and fuzzy, don't eat them. Yeah, Red, that's true.
Yeah, Red, everybody wants to hear a beautiful lie. They don't like hearing the hardcore truth.
Okay. gotta take cooking, sorry. There's nothing for her to eat. I don't care if they don't have a watcher. Oh, you have to go!
Hang on, guys. I gotta take care of it.
Hey, either one of y'all seen the Hunter movie yet?
No.
I
The what?
did. The Hunter movie they just come out with.
Uh-uh.
I watched it. It was good.
Well, the problem is you can show it all you want, but are they going to do anything about it? It's a big question.
I just watched it to see basically how his growing up days were. I mean, it's horrible what he did, but you see a side to where that's the reason he was like he was.
Yep. Yeah. You know, he didn't just wake up one day and be screwed up in the head. Took a lot of years of getting there.
Yep.
Chuck, would you mind handling this for a minute while I run the little boy's room?
All right.
I appreciate it.
All right. You ain't got to ask.
So what you been up to, Chuck, today?
Nothing really. They were cooping yesterday. I just told my son in here, he was out there with me cutting. The grass was so high we had to cut it like 3 or 4 times.
Dang.
And I got out there and got the lawnmower fixed, all the stuff come in and blades and everything, got it all fixed and got out there cutting. And some parts of it I had to drive forward and back up and go over it again, and then I'd turn around and cut a bunch of it and look and cut it back and forth.
See, today was rest up.
Yeah, I didn't even want to get in the damn tub yesterday. It took me to about noon today to finally decide to get in the tub. I sat in the damn chair and passed out sitting up last night.
Mm.
After I got done with everybody online, I fell asleep sitting up in the damn chair.
I've done that before. I think my dad could sleep on his head.
Yeah, Joe and talking about Hunter, Joe and that woman he's with now, all that stuff with the Hunter's mama and was it brother or sister or something that got killed in that car wreck. He knows more about what really happened. And I think that could be part of why he's jacked up. But still don't excuse if there's any pedophile business with him.
Yes, that don't excuse it, but
He's a product of his environment.
yeah, they were talking about in the movie, with the way they portrayed it, is actually Hunter really wanted that found. If he was going down, he was taking all them with him because they done that to him. I mean, you're a grown man. I know you make your own decisions, but when you're harmed like that from birth, he said it was okay until Bo died. When Bo died, he died.
It's granted too, I don't know anybody out there, you can tell by watching stuff from 4 or 5 years ago and stuff now, that's not the same Joe. Old age don't make your forehead get bigger and your hair drop and your eyes get closer together and change color.
The only thing I do know is the older you get, there's 2 things on your body that never quits growing. That's your nose and your ears.
Yeah, your ears will get bigger, but they won't slide down the side of your head.
Right.
Yeah, somebody last night, I can't remember whose live I was on. I think it was Nikki B's. And it was at the last of it, and somebody dropped it down in the chat, and I grabbed it and watched it last night.
Heidi Pierce, hello. Angel, I tried to call her a day or two after it happened to find out what happened there. Just right before I watched Liberty's reasoning, and I asked her. I said, I texted her. I said, "Hey, you mind me asking what happened?" And she sent me a text back. I can't talk about it at this time. But I knew that everybody was signing NDAs there when he signed over to Lindell. So I don't know if she's worried about that, but what's going on? But she, it's not like she quit and run off and started a bunch of crap. She was let go. So I don't know, Angel.
Must be talking about Liberty stuff.
Do what?
Must be talking about Liberty stuff.
Yeah. And it wasn't like Jamie was a best friend or anything, me and her got along. But I was just curious to see if it happened to her like it did me, Because that shows a pattern, because I know what happened to Jay and Tina. So I'm just wondering if, fame and fortune kind of got the best of him, or if it's just decisions he had to make. And he won't return my calls. I haven't tried to call him in a while. Been quite a while. Tried to call him a couple days after he ghosted me, and nothing. He always told me he'd never ignore my calls, never. And that was about 4 days before that. So yeah, I ain't heard from him since, and that's been quite a while back now. So that's all I'm going to say about it. But anyway, yeah, it was a different deal. And the rest of them getting started making decisions to leave and all that. So I don't know. We will see. We got a pretty good house in here tonight. Anybody that has not checked out Chuck's station, please do so. I'll have Red, if she gets a minute, to go grab his link and drop it again. Go subscribe and check him out. He does the same about as me. We go about a little different, but I'm always over there. He's always over here. He's a good guy. So if anybody hasn't checked him out, please do.
That's pretty much probably usually never much of a dull moment. We get kind of goofy or get kind of straightforward. So.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little more straightforward than I am, but hey, it's all good. I don't mind. Like I said, it's I envy some of that because I used to be that way, and I got politically corrected on another channel, and so I kind of calmed it down and
kind of got used to sitting on your own hands, basically keep stuff down.
Yeah, pretty much. And I always was a big one to never go into a argument without hearing both sides, because it just never pans out well. And I just I look at things a lot different than most people do.
That's why I don't like talking bad about channels or other people or none of that, because it doesn't benefit anything. So.
Correct. Joshua Walker, hello. Yeah, it doesn't get you anywhere, so it's just a waste of breath, basically. So it's one of those deals. That's when I started this. I just wanted to, if politics come up, fine. I'll give an opinion. I may be right, may be wrong. I don't care. Whatever comes up, we'll visit. But I'm not going to have nothing but news, because all that does, if you put out nothing but news in politics, the first thing that's going to happen is an argument. And people that have different opinions. And that can go sideways in a hurry. So
Shane, oops, I don't mean to interrupt you. I got to jump down. I got an important phone call that I'm on, okay?
All right, that works.
If you're still here, I'll pop back up.
All right.
All right, love y'all.
All right.
Bye.
If barbecue work, Rob just pulled up. Good. You know,
Yeah,
I remember seeing you there, and that is correct. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Go ahead, Chuck. I apologize.
yeah. Which one's it? Heidi talking about the one I'm thinking of that I left too.
Yeah, yeah.
Same here.
My old channel.
I left when it was you got treated different if you weren't a subscriber, and I was like, yeah, that's bullshit.
And see, I never look to see if he's subscribed or not. I don't care. Good people are good people. That's why I tell people here, I don't care if you subscribe. If you like what you see, share it. Maybe somebody else will. If you don't like what you see, share it anyway. Maybe somebody will like it. You may not. Maybe not your cup of tea. But somebody out there might. So that's all I ask. I'm not asking for 1 billion subscribers and 65 million views a night, because that just, the bigger you get, the more problems come along with it. I'm not saying I don't enjoy all the people, because I love the people.
It makes you feel better, kind of like I said about being a cook. If you're a cook and you only got 5 people, you're the best cook there is, and only 5 people come watch you or come eat your food. It's kind of like maybe I'm not as good as I think.
Well, and it's not only that either. It could be the help that's, serving them, or the staff, or the atmosphere. It could be a lot of things could really kill it, like you say, a restaurant. And I have a feeling it's the same way about a channel. It's all in the atmosphere, and if it gets all chaotic in the chat, no one wants to stay around a bunch of chaos and arguing and bickering. And
my sparkling personality, I guess it takes a certain person to want to hear the way I put things at times.
yeah, you're a little blunt at times, but that's how you was raised. You put it out there, and if someone has a question, they just need to come ask a question instead of just backfiring if they don't understand the way you put it. And it's silly how people get so butthurt over the simplest things, and they don't even understand what was said.
Yep, kind of like being called a racist because of a flag or a supremacist.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, instead of lashing out at somebody over a flag that's been that has been discontinued for that state, maybe go look it up and see what it meant to that state at the time when they had it. Instead of blowing up, because then you have some knowledge to come back with if you still disagree with their point of view. And it can be a disagreement, but it doesn't have to be a hateful.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing, is people got to learn how to get along, and you can't do it by just accusations alone. So yeah, it gets a little crazy at times. Are you gonna go on at 9, Chuck?
Yeah, if you get off, then
Yeah. At 9 o'clock, I'll shut her in, and like I said, anybody over here, I'd appreciate it if you go check out Chuck. If you like it, great. If you don't, so be it.
I hope they check it out. But I think majority of people in here, if not most of them, are subbed to me already.
Good.
I'm thinking either that or they got their mindset already. Or a lot of people don't, if they're on certain things, don't like to jump channels.
Well, I'm going to jump channels at 9 o'clock. I'm going to jump right to yours. I mean, if they like following me, come on over. You can have more conversations with me over there.
I got to turn this off. I made that fried rice earlier, and I got it on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and I'm sitting here watching and looking over at it like, yeah, I'd eat that.
You're going to get your conversations mixed up here in a minute.
Like that guy doing them oysters, and I'm like, yeah. That's probably my favorite thing is either fried oyster or fried oyster po' boy.
A fried what?
Oyster.
Another one after that.
Po' boy sandwich. I like a fried oyster sub. Basically, it's.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
They call them a po' boy sandwich. They basically load up one of those long French rolls full of whatever they got put in it. It's called a po' boy. Poor boy, where that stemmed from.
Right. I remember what a po' boy and a poor boy was, but you had said it a little different. But yeah, you're talking about the ones that stuffed with
fried oyster.
Oysters, yeah.
or fried crawfish or fried shrimp, or another good one is a soft shell crab on a bun. They got a place down there. It's called they call it crab burger. They cut a French roll in half and they put remoulade sauce on it and sliced tomato on top of a whole fried soft shell crab on it.
Oh yeah.
That stuff make you want to slap your mama. Remember hitting stop right now.
I seen that. Yeah. If you watch SpongeBob, that's called a Krabby Patty.
Yeah.
Linda, I don't know. I'm not on Telegram. YouTube's the only thing I'm on right now. I looked at going some of the most, but I'm going to have to go figure out how to even. I'm still having trouble trying to figure out YouTube.
I'm on Telegram. It's under Chuck C, Linda. I'm trying to get Shane to go to it.
Yeah, and I need to at least stream over to it. We'll get one set up and stream over to it too. Maybe it'll help pull, get a new audience, you know. I looked at D-Live, but man, that thing can be confusing as heck with a beginner.
Yeah, I still ain't figured it out. And then you got to have such certain amount of people before you can even save videos to it to where you have content for people to see it. And that's kind of like, that don't make sense to me. But
It's kind of bass backwards, huh?
yeah.
And that's why I thought. In Rumble, there's no way to moderate the chat. If you have a live chat, the only person that can moderate it is a content owner. It has to go through him, then it can be sent back. I'm going to tell you, in a live conversation like we're doing right now, you know how confusing that can get? You'd spend more time chasing down unwanteds than you would be visited. So, you know, that's the only problem I have with Rumble. I do like Rumble. Don't get me wrong. I like to go watch that stuff. But the only way you can do it there is just do a live, put it out there, and hope like hell you get some subscribers. Because there ain't no way to, you can't do a live chat because there's no way to moderate it. I need to see if I can get a hold of somebody and see if there's a trick to it. I've looked at everything they had. I spent 2 days looking at everything they had and trying to figure out how to moderate it. I even made a few phone calls, and the people I talked to didn't have a friggin' clue. But it ain't no good to have a live chat if you can't moderate it. Anybody and their dog can come in there and say what they want and disrupt the chat.
Here, I'm gonna I figured out how I can grab my link and I can put on there for anybody's on Telegram.
Angel said, Chuck, what is your channel about? I just subbed. What hour is you on? Tonight, he will be on right after me.
It's usually anywhere from like 5 in the afternoon Central to like kind of like Shane up to 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, and if we got a good show, we just keep on running. I don't know what we've been on until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning before Chuck.
Yeah, we started that one day, me and you and Bonnie, like 2 or 3 o'clock, and somebody else, and one of us had a show, the next one jumped over to another show. We went to Bonnie's show, then mine, then somebody else's. And then we went back room for 4 hours.
Oh yeah. Hey, Rob, good to see you. I'm glad you made it back. I'm glad the truck's running great. Take that, Louise. Now, Rob, you're gonna get in trouble.
Appreciate the sub. Who was it a minute ago was asking?
Rob, you want to come up? I'll drop you the link, buddy. Or are you still getting a scolding?
Hey, Stans.
Yeah, stands alone.
Yeah, Linda, I just dropped my Telegram. Anybody else has Telegram? That's me right there at that.
Linda, me and Chuck and Bonnie's are all Central. That's where we're from, so that's when we listed.
We're all about as far away from each other as the other ones.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
About middle ways between me and you is what's his name? David N.
Yeah. Okay, Rob, do what you got to do. I'm going to be on here till 9, and then we're going over to Chuck's at 9. So do what you got to do, bud. And, you know, get you some of them onions and bacon that's grilling out on the grill. And Get you a little grub in your belly. I'm sure them snacks didn't hold over well. Barbara Clayman, how you doing?
This channel you just stumble across is talk about whatever in different points as long as it's nice and as long as you're decent, not a pervert or something, everything's cool. I just got a message from somebody on here that waved at me, so it must be somebody out here. Carmen.
The fifth button on my top row, that would be the F, that's F5. Is that correct? Or are you talking about counting the ESC too? So that'd be F4.
Hey, Tracy.
Yeah, Patrick, I'll try that. I ain't gonna try it tonight. I got aggravated and just set it aside. I don't know. It's only a couple months old, and it's been slow ever since I got it. I wasn't real impressed on how slow it was to load, but and I don't know what happened after that. And I went through all the old ways I knew 10, 20, 15, 20 years ago, and they must have changed the buttons up because used to I could hit F12 repeatedly as I turned it on. Just keep hitting it and it'd set it into default mode, into a safe mode. I could reboot the whole thing.
What's he talking about hitting F4?
Yeah, he said the fifth button over from on the top row. If you count ESC, that'd be F4. Now, if you don't count the escape button, it'll be F5. Okay, the fifth button. Okay, so F4 is what he's saying. Okay, I'll give that a whirl.
When you supposed to do that? I'm hitting it, ain't doing nothing.
I think right as you fire it up. Linda, right now we're all still kind of looking. Tonight, tomorrow, Bonnie ain't on, so that takes so me and Chuck have a little more time to play. But if she's coming on, she usually takes 8 to 8:30, and either me or Chuck will go on at 6, and then the other one will come on after Bonnie's done. That's how it's been working. But I've got some people that want to come on, but I'm having a hard time finding a spot that I can tell them because we're still up in the air. Because, like I said, I'm not going to step on Chuck's toes. I'm not going to step on Bonnie's toes. You know, they was here before me, and I am not going to start acting like other people and just run them under.
Yeah, I'm good about that too. I'm all about Bonnie is. Don't want to cause no issues. Don't step on nobody's time.
And you know, it's natural for people to run over just a smidgen, but you know that comes with the territory. Well, you know, there's a lot of people out there say, "Hey, you just do you, don't worry about it." That's some even the content creators. It's like, well, they get a point. The people that like it will come see it. But I don't like putting people in that position where they have to choose. Yeah, Linda, I knew you go over there. I didn't know if you still was. I hadn't heard anything out of him in a long time.
I used to watch Mike.
Yeah, I did for a while.
When all that weirdness happened with Frog Networks, kind of got away from it.
Yeah,
First,
that was real good until that Dallas thing kind of upset a lot of people. And like, well, and then he had that one guy on there, ML, I think his name was. And, you know, I'm not saying he ain't knowledgeable because he did have a lot of knowledge, but I just wasn't a fan of his. And it doesn't mean that he's a bad person, just wasn't my cup of tea. So I just kind of quit watching it. You know, I just, like I said, I'm not going to cuss any channel. It's either your cup of tea or it ain't. You can't, you know, like the old saying, you can drag a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
even if you hold his head underwater, you still can't make it drink.
Nope. Yeah. Last I knew, he was gone. I don't know what he went and did.
I used to love that Bailey's Irish cream and butterscotch schnapps over the top. They call it a buttery nipple or a slippery nipple or whatever. Those are kind of like little bitty milkshake shots to me. They were tasty,
Rob,
didn't do anything.
oh yeah, Rob, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Gina H, you are correct. Yeah, people are going to do what people are going to do, and it's on them.
As long as they ain't hurting kids or old people or crippled people, I'm fine with it. Whatever.
Yep. That's it. That's it. There ain't no sense in being crappy to people, even if they really deserve it. It's like I'd just rather walk away than say something I'll regret later on in the evening, or tomorrow. Just get away from it. And be done.
The biggest uncalled for thing is to mess with somebody that's defenseless.
And another thing I always learned is never argue with a person that has no willingness to hear the objective side. Because you're just wasting breath.
Yeah, never argue with an idiot. They'll drag you down to their level and beat you with experience.
Yep. One way to put it. Concerned Patriot, hello.
Hey, concerned patriot. I've seen
Yeah.
that before.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, drunk. I don't like it. Dad used to say that. It's two kinds of people don't get along. The drunk around a sober person, the sober around a drunk person.
Well, my brother always asked why I drink all the time when I run a bar. Hey, Bunny. And after he come in and started to help me run it, he said, "Now I understand why you drink." Yeah, you have to put up with the idiots. And not all of them are idiots. There's some good people.
I used to bounce bars, work with strip bars. I drank Colorado Bulldogs. I had to maintain some kind of level of buzz going just to be able to tolerate a bar full of drunk.
Oh my God, I know that's right. And they said, "You're not supposed to drink when you're working here." And I said, "I'm sorry. Do you want me to quit?" "Well, no." "Oh, okay, then hand me a damn drink." That's just all there was to it. I seen something I was going to read. Bonnie, I'm glad you got the little one, baby girl, settled down before you could jump on. I was hoping you'd come up for a little bit. Meemaw Patriot, hello, girl. How are you? Thank you, Rob.
Here's a recipe. I'll drop it in private. I don't know if anybody else wants it or not. They're awesome. I used to buy them, and I found this recipe. Figure everybody might like it.
Yeah.
Sausage balls, breakfast sausage. You use it Bisquick, breakfast sausage, cheese, and all that. You mix it up, make a ball, and then you bake them.
You deep fry them or just bake them?
Bake them. Put them on parchment paper, about a 1-inch ball, and bake them. I think 20 minutes, something like that, depending how fast your oven is.
Yeah, they even show a dipping sauce. Yeah.
Here,
Cool.
everybody may want to see it. Everybody knows
I think
I'm all
they'd
about
enjoy
that.
that. I think the people out there that enjoy that, our community, most of us always go to food anyway. So I think they'd enjoy that.
Yeah, the whole thing's got a whole bunch of Appalachian recipes on there. So I even found that. Remember, I was talking about my grandma used to make fried corn, and for breakfast, I found fried corn on there. So I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, Angel, I understand that. Yeah, it does get hard to share, especially if you're on the phone and you're trying to keep up with chat, and keep up with conversation and try to get that. Yeah, it can become a nightmare. I did it for a long time too on my phone, and finally I said, my other laptop had blowed up, so I got me another one.
If I stick to my desktop, something goes wrong with it. It's a lot easier to fix a component than throw the whole thing away. I used to fix them, and laptops are the hardest thing to fix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, desktop, a PC, yeah. You know, your motherboard goes out, okay. 2 screws, pop it out, pop a new one in, go on. You got a drive that goes out, pop a new one in, go on. Pretty simple.
Laptop, half the problem with the laptop's got to do with the hinge going in there and it can screw everything up.
Mm-hmm.
Working on a laptop's kind of like sticking both your hands in your right pants pocket and try to make change for $100 bill with pennies.
Yeah, that ain't no doubt.
Hey, Eric. Yeah, I guess you fell asleep last night, Eric. You want me to play your favorite Christopher Walken thing, and by the time I went there and got something, come back in here, I forgot about it. And when I remembered, you had already left, I think.
Yeah, he had already, I think, yeah, he was pretty much done.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Hey, Meemaw, Patriot.
There's a lot of good people out here in this chat, I tell you. We get a few little knuckleheads, but I tell you what, we got a lot of good people in this chat. I sure enjoy those people, you know. That's why I started this, just to have conversations with great people. Like I said, anybody wants to come up, let me know, and all. As long as you've been in the chat, I don't mind. If you have not been in the chat, you will not come up. I ain't putting up with that no more. Bonnie, I'm glad you can remember all them damn birthdays, because I have a hard time remembering mine. I can usually remember my brother's quicker than I can remember mine. Speaking of which, my brother's got one coming up next month. So is my stepdad. Hey, Guardian. Tennessee, it does. Sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes it's hard to do, but yes. I found it's easier to do that than it is to wake up the next day having regrets. Hey, girl, how are you? Hey, Becky Justice. Uh, 4 acres of mowing. And out of my shower. Good.
Hey, Becky. Yeah, T, I got out there and got my mower and stuff going yesterday, and I only have 1 acre here where I'm at. And I feel like when I was cutting, I must have cut 10 acres going back and forth.
You're not supposed to let it get tall enough it seeds out, Chuck. I mean, it's good for next year, but
I had to order the blades, and then between rain and lazy ass kicking in, I couldn't get out there to find the right time. And then when it was cool enough to go out, it was dark, and then I couldn't find a light. Then when I got it going once, I went to move the mower, and it was going to cut around where the cars were, even though because I had to jump across the solenoid to start it. And I didn't move it 5 foot, and one of the boys left an extension cord out in the yard, and it cut it all to pieces and wrapped up under it.
oh, lovely. Take this off. Yeah, isn't that great? I got a nephew. He'll get out 1,000,000 tools, and the next day you'll go out and pick up 1.5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's notorious. Typical kid, you know. They can't remember where they put crap. Then they get sidetracked and forget all about what they had out. And they just run off and go do something else, leave everything scattered.
Yeah,
Oh, my.
teething. Zero turns will still beat the crap out of them, shake you, and if you got bumps or whatever, jerk you back and forward.
Oh, yeah.
And I changed my tires on mine, so I got big old tractor grip knobby ATV tires on the back of it. Now it bounces too.
Little air out. Run them about 14 pounds. Don't run them at 30.
A little softer.
Oh, my God, it's like a shock.
You have to check what it is. I got that one plugged the other day. There's another one after that issue happened. My boy was out there getting the stuff out from under it. He seen something. He thought it was laying on the tire, reached and grabbed it, and ended up being some kind of wire, and it was stuck in one of them new tires. Pulled it out, and it went flat. Tried to take it up and get it plugged. I had plugged around here, couldn't find them.
Yeah, whatever the tire pressure recommends, drop half of that. Drop it to half. Now, granted, you can't make, if it's on a front wheel, you can't make as sharp of turns on a grass or on a pavement because, you know, it can pull it off the bead if you got too much weight on it. But just mowing the yard, you're not trying to do donuts or whatever.
You don't have to be on 50 mile an hour to turn.
Yeah, you know, it does. You can pull back on them sticks and it will slow down. But yeah, if you'll drop that to half, man, it's a lot more comfortable ride.
Yeah, fat man, I put them tires on there because I got a couple low spots in the yard, and them turf tires don't like it. You can run over spit on concrete and once you spin the wheels, and you get out there in certain spots, if it's wet, it'll spin a couple times. The next thing you know, you're stuck on a zero turn.
Oh yeah.
So I put them on there. If I'm gonna be stuck, it's gonna look like somebody ran a four-wheeler through it.
Wayne Sanford, hello.
I
Robin Walker.
got a 12-foot 4x4 out there saying that's my helper. I leave it by the front porch, laying across the ground. It kind of looks like a garden timber laying up the way I got it, but that's a helper in case it gets stuck. Run over and put it under the back. You're way behind it. Pick up on it and walk it forward, and it'll pick it right up out of it.
Oh yeah. Robin, I got a question for you. I'm glad you found me too. Where do you know me from? I mean, I think I know, but I remember your name. I just can't remember from where.
I want to say I've seen it in Liberty.
It may have been. I didn't know if it was Prepping or Liberty or.
Rob
the
Walker
other-
looks familiar. Looks familiar.
It does. It does. And I think it was Liberty. Okay. Yeah, it was Liberty. Okay. Travel vlogs. Hello. Pakistan. Wow. Hello.
Hey, vlogs. Don't know you, but welcome.
Don't ever curse and call me or call. Be good. Oh yeah. They can wear you out in a hurry, running machinery all day long. One piece of equipment I didn't mind running all the time was an excavator or a backhoe. I like the backhoe better because you could get around quicker, but an excavator you got a lot more power and a lot bigger bucket. You know.
Bobcat's another one that's fun, but it'll beat the crap out of you.
See, I never got you. I hate that foot control crap. If it was all in the handhelds, like, you know, you got your backhoes and stuff, if it was all in the handheld, I'd love it. But when you got them foot controls in your handhelds, you know, I got hand-eye coordination, not hand or foot-eye coordination. Kiss off, I did not. Yeah, you said it was stupid. I've heard 3 or 4 people say it was really good, but I really don't have any intention of watching it, and the only reason I say it's not because I would be curious, but I just don't. Well, I go watch it, get worked up one way or the other, and nothing ever happens about it.
I'll end up watching it, but I ain't gonna hunt it down, and I'm not gonna pay for it. Kind of like the Mules movie. Me and you talked about it. Neither one of us was interested. I found it free and watched it, and I was like, "Eh." Oh.
Well, thank you, Concerned Patriot. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say.
Be right back. Get the diesel.
All right. It's off the chain. Trust me, it's stupid. Yeah, I don't know. What was it? A documentary or just kind of a little movie or a little skit? I don't know. A lot of people are saying they liked it, but if everybody's loving it, there's a pretty good. Huh?
Here's a fire.
Where? No, my nose is all stuffed up. I don't smoke crap. Your side by side's missing a little bit. Well, if it's missing, it's either spark plug wire or spark plugs or the coil. And it's a side by side, so it's probably that could be one of three, and it could be just low voltage. You may have just because you got a new battery, you know, one of the cables may be broke or not getting the connection. It can cause that a little bit. Yeah, fat man, you're probably right. Foot-eye coordination. Yeah, I got a lot of it. I put my foot in my mouth a whole lot. Yeah, I do. That's just because I'm hungry half the time. Yeah, it could be a lot of things. I'll tell you, girl, I am. And you need to rephrase that. Be nice. Oh, okay, you did. Never mind. I misread that. What do you mean, Bonnie? Please explain. You lost me there for a second. Pappy, did you get your internet squared away? If so, I'll drop the link and you're more than welcome to pop on in. So, same with you, Bonnie. I'll drop it if you want it anyway, whether Pappy's got his stuff together or not. On bit sheet.
Lynn got me a spot of that fruit salad I made yesterday too.
Fat man, I know you're joking with me. I know you're just playing. Yeah, I know, Bonnie. I'll drop one. I quit pinning it at the top because until we can get rid of some of the riffraff and make sure we got some really good mods out there. You know, I don't want to overwhelm what I do have and run them off. So I quit pinning it because I don't want anybody to come up until they've been through the chat, because then the girls can go verify who they are. Because I've had a few up here that's been a little sideways on us, so I just don't want to do it. That's why I don't pin it right now.
Angel,
Anyway.
that's Texas flag. She was asking what that star white and blue Texas flag, same as on that helmet.
Yep.
Same thing there. Shane and them used to make them, I think.
Kind of. Well, I had the design for them, but I never got to it. I was running out.
I got this one.
I was running out of money with no recomp. That's it. There it is. So I wasn't getting anything back, so I was kind of running out of what I allowed myself to spend.
Hello, y'all.
Bonnie, how you doing, girl?
Pretty good.
Good.
He's wearing me out.
Baby girl is?
Yeah. I got her fed, got her toenails painted. We did the books. I think she's good for a little bit.
See, Bonnie, I'm eating fruit salad. See, and her pudding.
I know,
Um,
Eric, you're not a girl.
I thought that made you not feel so good last night, Chuck.
After banana pudding, yeah.
Nothing made me feel good last night, bad as I felt. I think I got dehydrated yesterday. Just didn't realize it.
Easy to do.
See, girl, I want to tell you what, there's nothing better than coming in from a long, hot day of sticky, nasty work, grabbing an ice cold beer, sitting down, drinking it. It almost like refreshes you for a minute.
Almost
Stephanie,
makes,
hello. Sorry, go ahead, Jeff.
almost makes you want to step in the shower and pour it over you. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Pappy and Louise.
Yeah, Pappy just made him a big help in the spaghetti, so it'll be a minute before he comes up. Like I say, guys, I'm only going to stay on till 9, and then when I bail, I'm hoping everybody will bail off and go see Chuck. He'll go on then. So, and don't worry, I won't lead you astray. I'll be there too.
Hey, just Mike.
Just Mike. Hello. I'm glad you caught that one. I didn't see it. I apologize. ER, I don't know what you're sending me, and I can't grab it out of there anyway. I guess I can go over to the other channel and grab it, but my YouTube site, it just takes too long.
What are you trying to get?
ER dropped something.
Let's see.
The YouTube channel. We'll come for it. Well, hummingbirds love sweet shit, so hey girl, maybe they thought you smelled sweet.
There it is. He dropped your channel.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It's like me yesterday. Remember, I was trying to drop the link, and I dropped my YouTube channel that everybody was on. I was like, okay, that was good.
Yeah, I remember that. They're all like going, we're already here, Chuck. Ain't gonna do no good. In case, in case inquiry minds want to know. So, Bonnie, you've had an eventful day.
A little bit. She's been out for a little while. Hopefully that's not going to keep her up all night. We'll see.
Right. No, Eric, that's good. Trust me, I try to read all the chats, and sometimes I get them. It just don't register what I read.
And it's hard to read every one of them.
Oh, I know it.
See, Chuck, I came up so you could eat.
Yeah, I would leave the camera on, but I don't want to eat in front of everybody.
Right, you just make us jealous.
Yes. I can smell them bananas.
I can smell them vanilla wafers.
I didn't see any vanilla wafers in there.
Oh yeah, he blends them all together.
Yeah, I put them all together. I put bananas first, and I put about half the pudding, mix that up. Then I had a box of crackers, mix that in. Then I had the rest of the pudding, stir it a little bit, then add crackers, stir it. I don't do it in layers because it ends up all the ones on the bottom end up dry.
Oh,
He goes, "Why you do that?"
I like them with the crunch.
Huh?
I like them with the crunch, the wafers.
I like them all gooey and
I like
You
the
know, they
ones
all
on,
like it mixed together, but it's just
I like the ones on bottom, Huey. And then if I layer it, yeah, I don't mind them gooey, but the top ones I always make sure they stay. You know, after it's all done, I put them on top because I do like a little bit of that crunch with it, that fresh flavor of the vanilla wafers. Yeah, T girl, they may have wanted to drink your beer, depending on what kind it was.
Angel. All of it's Texas flag on the helmet, Texas flag on the wall behind me.
The only one that's not Texas is that Mississippi one, isn't it?
Yeah, that over off to the side.
Yeah, yeah. The other one's an American flag. They've got some neat looking flags. Some of them's going to be collector's items one day. Some of them probably already are. Because that Texas flag behind you, that has even changed since that flag you've got. Not much, but a little bit.
Because we're proud of Texas. Doesn't
You are.
each state fly their flag? Or do they not do that?
What's that?
Each
state-
state, don't they fly
Yeah.
their flags?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I think supposed to. You'd think they would. Even like courthouses and all that'll have it, or state buildings or police stations. All that's supposed to. Whether they do or not, that's
Well, I know all of Oklahoma, anywhere you go into a government building, yeah, they've got the state flag hanging. We
Oh,
got
goodness. Ours are everywhere.
oh yeah, we got
Anywhere there's U.S.
hell.
flag, there's a Texas flag.
Hell, the Dairy
With it.
Queen here has a Texas flag flying in front of it.
Yeah.
yeah, our Oklahoma flags are all over too. Not like Texas. I have been to parts of Texas, and yeah, they're very proud of their flag. Oklahoma's right behind them.
Yeah, I even got an American flag over me in front of the TV up here on the wall. Has a Pledge of Allegiance on it. What caught my eye about it, the flag is backwards.
Yes.
Does that
Well,
mean something? I mean, I
well,
know what the upside down is, but
I don't know if backwards doesn't. I got it just. It was different. I've seen them regular, and I'd never seen one like this, so I grabbed it.
oh,
Creative Amaya, hello.
Get ready to look. I'll tell you if it's any significant.
I see a lot of people with them upside down right now.
Isn't that distress?
Stress. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. T girl, do you make your own nectar or do you buy it? Hey, there's Pappy. There he is. Pappy, how you doing, buddy?
Well, can you hear me okay on this old thing?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Long time no see.
Yeah, well, life has been changing a little bit for me, but I'm still walking around on the right side of the ground, so I'm a happy old fella.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. That's always a bonus.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, I had some medical issues there earlier in the year I had to take care of, so.
I know all about that.
And that's what happens when you get wearing your parts out as you get older, you know.
Yes,
But
sir.
It's
let
good
me,
to see you.
You have good
I'm glad
here,
to see
baby. Other than seeing
What's that,
Texas,
Chuck?
they ain't heard from you in a while. Good to hear
Yeah,
your voice.
I'll probably try to jump up on yours a little bit later on now that this thing is working pretty good. This computer is from 2007, so my monitor doesn't even have a built-in camera or a mic on it.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that.
As long as it works, you know.
Oh yeah.
But I will say hi to everybody.
There you are.
Yeah. It's really good to see you. It's been a long time.
Oh, I've been trying to follow along pretty much. You know, you've seen me from you know, in the chat quite a bit. So I
Oh
want to
yeah.
say hi to everybody in the chat there. Good to see y'all always.
Yep. So how's things going your way now? Sorry, Chuck.
So it's nothing, Dave. I was going to find something, see if you remember this.
I'll get my dog whining in the back. He's not feeling too good today.
Uh-oh.
Aw.
Yeah, let me mute myself.
Yeah, GG, it's been a long time. He even turned his camera on there for a second and you missed it. Give everybody a big wave and a shout out. So.
There's that picture Pappy used to like that I'd put up.
All right.
Bonnie, remember that?
It hasn't come through yet, or I'll pull it up.
Yes, I remember that.
Oh, you're talking about the badger on your avatar. I thought you was gonna put it up on the big screen. Okay, hang on, I'll put you on the big screen.
I never could find the elk woman.
That actually looks like an actual picture taken of you when you first get up in the morning, Chuck.
I look a little closer to your picture, Pappy. Bonnie always do a grizzly moment in the mornings.
Oh yeah. Well, those two bears there, they got into the bunny weed. They're dancing. I guess the old deadhead bears, you know.
Oh yeah, the old hippie bears. Country Homesteading 101. Good evening. Glad to see you.
I'm actually feeding my dog spaghetti sauce out of a spoon.
They like weird stuff sometimes. Mine, I gave them a damn cheese popcorn yesterday. The German Shepherds, they never seen it before, and they looked at it and they're like, "What is that?"
Well, the dog that's not feeling well, he won't need his dog food. He hasn't eaten anything all day long, and he's been Mr. Velcro to me all day. But this spaghetti seems to be pulling him out of his doldrums, whatever that is. I might pay for it later.
Yeah, you be cleaning up the messes.
We had a Weimaraner
What's
when
that,
I was
Bob?
growing up. We had a Weimaraner when I was growing up, and he had a plate and a fork, and he ate French toast with it.
Well, you know, these dogs have never been around other dogs, so they don't know that they're not a people, you know.
Good night,
Yes.
Tony.
All right, Tony. Have a good
That's
evening,
it.
bud.
I think the whole badger thing come up, Shane, when I was talking to Pappy and I was telling him about my uncle. His friend he hunted with in Alaska was a native up there. He's a medicine man. And he was down in Ohio visiting with him. I was over there one day and we were talking about something and he called me thoughtful badger, and I told Pappy that, and he said that kind of fit me, like he called me kind asshole or something. Basically, that's not the way.
Imagine that.
Well, you know, you interact with Badger on Badger's terms, not yours.
Oh, I run in across a couple of them. They're real friendly people to get along with. Gary Coffee subscribed. Don't recognize the name of him, but
I've often
First
told
time I
people.
ever had. Oops, sorry about that.
No, it's okay. You were in the middle of a conversation anyway.
First time I ever had smoked coho salmon, I think I told you about that. That old medicine man brought it with him from Alaska. And that's the first time I had it. And I didn't like salmon out of a can, but I love that stuff.
Big difference.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
salmon in a can is gray and real salmon pink, just like tuna. You get tuna in a can, it's gray, and you get it fresh, it's pink. It's beautiful, tastes good.
Oh, there's difference in the nutrition too.
Oh, absolutely. That crap in a can is. My brother loves that crap in a can, and he makes tuna salad sandwiches all the time. He, and he has had food poisoning from it 3 different times in the last 20 years. I'm going, hello? What
Okay,
eating that junk?
I'm done with my banana pudding that turned my stomach. I hate canned salmon.
Yeah,
I don't know if you heard me. I was doing a Bonnie over here going,
Well, you know, the red salmon that people buy in the cans and stuff, that's what they traditionally make the salmon patties out of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mom used to make it. I put it in the bottom of my bowl, and then I put my beans over the top of it a lot of because if I didn't eat everything, I didn't get anything. So.
Well, if you take the salmon, make patties out of it, whatever you add into it, if you fry it enough in bacon grease, it tastes okay.
Yeah.
You can fry anything in
Yeah.
bacon grease. And it'll be okay. Sorry, Bonnie, go ahead.
Yeah. I was just gonna say plenty of onion and seasonings, and it's all good. My mother used to make that all the time.
Why no
But
one
I'll
thing?
eat. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead, Chuck.
I was gonna say, but I'll eat gar balls. The trashiest fish in our waters is gar fish, and they're made the same way as salmon patties, and I'll eat those.
Ugh. No, thank you. I had smoked carp one time, which is a cousin to gar. And I want to tell you, I thought it was really good until my mom's husband put up the bones in the fireplace. We smelled it for 3 days. And every time I just think about it, damn, it makes me get sick in my mouth. I thought it was pretty good eating it. Nice, flaky, but it's real bony. But he soaked it in salt water, so
It's briny.
just a little bit. Yeah, it's almost like a little bit of sand in it instead of bone. But the bigger bones, he just threw them in the fireplace and burned them away with firewood. And I'm like, we had those vents upstairs because it was in a old plantation home. So your fireplace would burn up and it'd go through the rooms and had all them vents going through there, so it dropped the heat out to one of them rooms. Oh yeah, you get to sleep through that for about 2 days, and yeah, that's all you ever wanted, that crap.
Well, up in northern New York, where I'm from, they have a species of fish there that comes out of the lake stuff that spawns. We call them suckers, and they're kind of like a carp. And we used to catch those and can them up. And when you can them up, the bones get all soft.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't make them taste any better, but
That's what's like sardines. The best sardines are the ones the bigger and between the big and the small, but they don't take the bones out of them.
I didn't think there was such a thing as good sardines.
Yeah.
And they call them what is it they call them when they put it on a pizza? Anchovies or something?
Yeah, I like them too.
they're super salty.
Explode and they're all fuzzy. Ugh.
There's Mr. Rob Rett, retired
Hey,
vet. How you
Rob.
doing, fella?
Oh shit. Oh, I didn't want to do this. This damn thing. Every time you do this, something flocks over the thing. How is everybody tonight?
Pretty good.
I think Microsoft
Doing
had
good.
like a fight with my computer.
Yeah, Rob, I have that trouble too. Something always flopped over the thing.
Yeah.
That's called getting old, huh?
You think? Old fat. I need to say hi to everybody in the chat. Chuck, good to see you. Pappy Two Bears, great to see you. Bonnie, great to see you. And Shane, good to see you too.
Well, thank you.
Good to
Good
see
to
you,
see
but
you, Rob.
I'm back to work.
Kind of.
Light
Us
duty.
old folks have got to stay
Light
working
duty.
there. Bro. Good to see you.
Oh my God, how can anybody do that? That's the fate worse than death.
Pappy, you in a different place? The room looks different. Are you painting or?
No, actually, I probably spruced it up a little bit. The table behind me is my catch-all, so the file's not quite as tall as it used to be, and I've rearranged some of the
Might be when you might have moved everything. We're trying to look.
You see those 14 bows back there hanging?
Yeah.
I've rearranged them a bit.
So I take it you're an average bow hunter.
Well, I used to be. After I blew my shoulder out, not so much.
Now you got to get a crossbow.
Well, I got one upstairs, brand new in a box. And I haven't
There you
opened
go.
up. I don't know. We've had it probably 7, 8, 9 years.
Oh wow,
Oh my goodness.
those are fun to shoot.
Yeah, they frown on it here in the city.
Everybody's waiting for it to kick, and nope, it'll jump out of your hand if you're waiting for it to kick because it springs forward. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had one and got rid of it. Now Vicky wants one.
Oh yeah, I had a handheld pistol one. It was almost almost like a toy, but it had the real arrows. It's pretty deadly. But yeah, I want to get another one of those expensive handhelds and a real crossbow, the new style. The old style I used to hunt a lot with the old wooden style. You got to be careful with them damn things. They'll splinter wood arrows all day long if they're not good.
Some of the heavy
Graphite.
graphite one.
Yeah. But when they first started them crossbows, they didn't have anything but wood.
And we have some compound bows, but I just can't pull it back anymore.
Yeah.
And they keep telling me there's a hook that I can get. One of these days, I'm going to get to the sporting goods and get everything I need.
That little clip that you clip on the wire to pull back on doesn't make it any easier to pull back. I'm sorry. I've tried that. My shoulders couldn't handle it either after the wreck. Sorry, Rob. I seen you was going to say something.
I was like to say I don't really know much about crossbows. I use guns.
Yeah.
Use.
They're good when you don't want nobody to hear nothing.
Yeah.
You just gotta aim higher when you don't.
Yes. Like in your backyard.
Yeah, when you're in city limits, they don't like you to fire off guns, so you can step out your back door and shoot a turkey with or a deer with your bow, and no one ever, or your crossbow, and no one ever knows it, unless it goes plumb through and pegs the side of a car. That has happened to me once.
Note to self. No, I ain't even gonna begin to lie.
I think if you ever shot one a couple times, I think you'd love them.
I would miss the bang.
Well, that's true. About the third time you picked it off the ground, it jumped forward instead of backwards, kicking like you used to. You go, hey, I better hold on to this damn thing.
Yeah, I probably fall in love with it. Rob is not allowed to have keys. I got my keys back.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be till Monday.
Well, my doctor, veterinarian, whatever you want to call him, tell me that I can go to light duty.
I said, no.
No, you didn't. You just said, what?
He said, I'll go buy a truck if you don't give me my
I said, yeah, if you're not giving me my keys, I'll just go buy one. That's the end of that.
I'm surprised you didn't have a 100-foot logging chain and have it around your ankle till you were behaving.
Yeah.
He blackmailed me.
Hey, love, peace.
It was an interesting day today. It wasn't bad.
Hey, love.
How was your truck ride? You said it's running great.
God, was it great?
Was you in your dually?
Yeah, I was in my dually.
Are you sore?
Felt kind of normal. I think maybe by Wednesday, Thursday next week, I might be back on a horse.
Oh, goodness.
I was going to ask you, Rob, if you were out there checking fence on a horse or if you were in a vehicle.
I was in a vehicle.
He was up on the ridge sitting watching all his guys checking fence.
No, I actually was with them. I don't go up on the ridge much. That
Good
ridge.
evening, everybody.
Hey,
Chris.
how you doing?
Hey, everyone in chat.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I was with them, but I wasn't up on any horses, no four wheelers, nothing like all that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And kind of drove a little bit behind him, but it looks good. You know what I mean? The fence line is good right now, and I'm kind of glad about that.
And you just stayed on your property today, right?
Yeah, fuck those guys. They don't want to do shit. Fuck them. I ain't going over there anymore.
Yeah, if they don't want to pay, the hell with them.
I don't care about paying. Help. How about if they just help?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I got a 308 Weatherby here with the Leopold's boat. I'm kind of good with it. Nah, you know, I mean, it gets kind of crazy because you kind of feel like, in a way, it's like, we'll come and do all this work, and anyway, I'm not gonna bitch. I was on my own property, behaving myself.
Good.
Kind of.
As far as Mama knows, you was
well. Then
perfect.
Doug Ducey and Gigs or Biggs or whatever were in town blaming it on a potato. I blame it on them pricks.
Yeah, they didn't do nothing to begin with.
Well, if you don't do nothing, you don't get any results, now do you?
That's it. Yeah, I wondered. Someone asked me if you knew they was down there. I said, well, he's down there.
They were way away from us. They don't come up to our area. Our area. Oh my God, no.
They don't get that far low. They stop in Yuma.
They're not that stupid. They got to go where the population is, not where it isn't.
Well, there's plenty of population. It's just not from here.
Well, maybe they get more votes that way.
And that's what I said when they asked that question. I said, well, does it really matter? Because all they're doing is all of a sudden it's vote time, and it's a month and a half before vote time, 2 months before. And now they're pushing. Where they've been for 2 years? Where they've been for 2 years?
I don't know. Sleeping? Nah, I'm not going to sit here and bitch about every little thing. But no, I got to the point today where I was sitting out there thinking, we're putting in 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 hours in a day, whatever. And I'm thinking our area is secured, right?
Right.
And we don't mind helping out other people, but I loaned up like a loader, Bobcat, backhoe.
Yeah.
They didn't even start the damn thing.
Motor grader. Yeah.
Nothing. They started nothing. So I thought, you know what? I could be down here for the next 20 years, right?
Right.
And all I'd be doing is securing borders, doing the border over there. Then how do I make my living? If I'm doing that, and I have to make payroll, and I have to run my cattle to make money, right? Does that make any sense?
Just a wee bit.
Well, I can't do it like this.
No.
But I was happy to see that our fence wasn't cut anywhere, except for one area. But I don't know if it was really cut or if it just wore out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. First 25Q. Tonight, we're just talking about anything and everything. Once again, we try not to get too political or too deep in anything, just because we try to keep it light and airy. If you want, we get gloom and doom all day long. We get opium all day long. Here, we just come in and vent and tell us everybody how their day went and just talk about a little bit of everything. Nothing real serious.
Felt good to be back.
Well, good.
That's more my speed anyway. I'm not one of these guys that I couldn't do this. I mean, I was thinking about retiring. I'm thinking, how the hell could anybody retire? My God, what would you do?
My dad was like that.
Staring at the walls, and I need to be outdoors. I need to be me. Anyway, that isn't a dog anybody that's retired. I'm glad that you're retired and you're having a good time. But it just don't work for me right now. But I am feeling a lot better. And my wife said, "You're gonna come home hurt, and you just how you are." And I'm like, I wouldn't tell you if I was.
That's what she said.
Right? That's what the for. See if Wyatt wants any.
I was asking how long I'll put it in there for. What temperature?
Read the box.
But you know, the good news is I'm healing up. And according to my doc or my bad, whatever you want to call him, I call my doctor. But anyway, I'm way, way, way up. I'm way more further than I would have. Well, than the average person. I think it's because I work hard and I eat like crap.
Eat a lot of steak. That's what
I
heals
eat a
you.
lot of steak, brother.
Man,
I think that's
another-
in the gaps.
No, I'm telling you, that high protein is the quickest healing thing you can ever eat, and a steak is a good way to do it. Now, the people that overcook them, they cook all the protein out. Yep. Bonnie, you still with us, girl?
I think
I
we
see
lost
nothing. There she is.
Yes, I am.
Hi,
Okay,
Bonnie.
good.
How are you?
I'm good, Rob. How are you?
Brand
Do you
new.
want to say I don't know if you're brand new, but that's why I was muted. This
Oh,
girl
okay.
came to talk to me.
Oh, okay.
Right on. That's important. Happy Two
Yes.
Bears. Thank you for your service. Yeah, that's important. You got to spend time with the kid.
Well,
Sure
right
will.
back at you.
I didn't have anything better to do.
Well, it wasn't very long, but 20 years, 2 months, and 13 days, but I didn't count.
Yeah, I didn't count either. 26 years, 8 months, 14 days, and 12 hours. 12 hours and 38 minutes.
Us old fellas, we get out there and start telling our war stories and stuff, and a lot of these young folk now, it don't count either. They don't want to hear it.
Hey, Pappy, I haven't talked to you in a long time.
I haven't talked to a lot of people in a long time, Crystal.
He's been in the hiding in the sticks.
So, what state are you from, Pappy?
Well, right now I'm currently living and stuck behind the blue line up here in Massachusetts. I'm
Oh, I'm
originally from northern New York, up by the Thousand Islands area, right up on the Canada border.
Right on.
Yeah.
You're in some beautiful country now too, though, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I was born and raised up in farm country up there, and I grew up in the woods. You know, but all the travels and stuff that I've done around, my favorite state, believe it or not, is all the time I spent down in Texas.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah, I spent 6 years in San Antonio. Did a lot of tromping around Laredo Del Rio area, leasing, doing on deer leases and stuff out there. You know, I really enjoyed that time, but I was still active duty back then.
Yeah. And you didn't have to pay for a deer license either, did you?
Well, no, I didn't have to. We were out on a deer. We had a deer lease anyways. A place out there called the Rose Ranch out by Del Rio, 3,700 acres.
Right. So. Well, yeah, that would be plenty to be able to hunt on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I
Happy, did you hear me say that?
What's that,
Sorry.
Bonnie?
Did you hear me say that the Guadalupe was dried up at the 281 bridge?
Really? No, I did not hear that.
Yes.
I used to fish the Guadalupe River right below the Canyon Reservoir Dam.
Yes, I remember you telling me that, and I was really surprised to see it. We've had a pretty good drought, but it'll get better.
Anybody wants rain, I will send it their way. We're fixing to have rowboats out here to get around.
And we've been doing rain dancing and whatever we can.
Oh, Lord. If I could box it up and send it to you, Bonnie, I sure would.
We had quite a rain deficit up here, too, in my area. I'm right down on the south coast of Massachusetts, not too far from Cape Cod. And this whole area up here is They had it in drought conditions for quite a while. You know, I had a heck of a time this year with keeping the garden going. You know.
Well, I talked to one of my close friends, and he lives in Atlanta, and he said it's doing it in Georgia too.
Hey guys, I got to address this. T-Muck and feedback. I'm glad you found me too. I didn't know you was looking for me. Like I said, I tell people to share this out so the people that's looking can find me, because every day I get 1 to 2 people going, we're glad we found you. So thank you, and I'm glad you did. And anybody, I don't care if you subscribe or not, but if you'll share it out for people that are maybe looking for me, I'd appreciate it. Some people like me, some people don't. You know, that's their cup of tea. But at least it's out there to where people can find me. Like I said, I'm not here to get rich and famous. I'm just I'm just here to have a good conversation with great people.
All right.
Well, you know what the big question people have to have in their mind, Shane?
What's that?
Now that they found you, they're going to figure out what the heck to do with you.
I know that's right. I did the same. That's why I quit looking in the mirror.
No.
What?
Shane is Shane. Shane has always been the same.
Oh yeah, I don't change much.
I've known you for a pretty good while of
Yeah.
being on here.
Well, like I said, I just,
Staying in.
if you ask my opinion, I'll give you my opinion. I don't mean it's right. That's just how I feel about a situation. But other than that, I'll visit with anybody about anything.
As long as you don't cuss at me.
Well, you're going to age gracefully then, because the older you get, the less you care about what your opinion matters to somebody else.
You think?
Especially when you're an old retired first sergeant.
Y'all ever heard of how does it go? Opinions are like buttholes, but it's the other word. Opinions are like buttholes. You always, what is that? Opinions are like.
Opinions like assholes. Everybody has one and they all stink.
Yes.
Amen. I've heard that a lot.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to keep some of the shit that I say to myself because it's pretty good.
It behooves you.
It will be
You're welcome, homesteading.
Anybody that is in the chat that wasn't here earlier, which there is a few, T-Muck and Feedback, and some of y'all that just coming along, here in about 38 minutes, or 37 minutes, I'm going to shut this down. Hey, Tracy, I'm going to shut her down. And I would like for everybody to go over to chat. So if you don't want to, that's fine. But I'm going to go over there here in about, like I said, 37 minutes. At 9 o'clock, I want to shut down so he has a little airtime.
There you go.
And
So you're not going quite yet.
And if everybody can, I'd love to see everybody go over and support him and at least give him a thumbs up or a middle finger, something.
Yep.
At least know you acknowledge him.
Hey there, Kiff Off.
We'll be there too.
Good.
Hey,
Hi,
Miss Rob's wife.
We'll all
I
go
don't
to
know your
Chuck's
name,
Bloody
sweetie.
Charlie.
I'm
It's
Louise.
Louise. Hey, Chuck's wife. I thought I heard her in the background.
She's asleep.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
That writes better. I got to do a shout out. Tennessee Ridge Runner, glad to see you, brother. And thank you for all your prayers and everything you did for me. I think that's the reason I healed so damn quick. Healed up pretty good, and I'm real happy, and I really am not sore.
Hey, Pappy, you was going to say something?
Yeah, I was going to thank Tennessee Ridge Runner for his service too.
Oh yeah.
Bye, my brother.
Few more days out there than I do. Plus, I wanted to address the first 25Q. Asked me if I knew where the Big Mamie is docked. Well, Big Mamie is a USS Massachusetts battleship, and she is docked over here at Battleship Cove in Fall River, Massachusetts, which is approximately less than a mile and a quarter from where I live.
Is that where they're mothballing them now?
Well, they got that one there. They've got a submarine down there. Yeah, they've got a submarine down there. It's just a memorial park, so to speak.
Area, I gotta address something too real quick. Area 111. Thank you, and I'm getting a lot better. I'm getting stronger every day. I think I'll be on a horse by next Wednesday, Thursday.
Country homesteading. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Country homesteading.
Hard today, didn't you?
I love you.
Bonnie, did you see Country Homesteading's 101? Did you see her address? I'm going to put it on the screen in case you didn't. Bonnie, the Country Homesteading. Bonnie is going to be the one to talk to. She gets a lot more of them than I do. So yeah, I would say get with Bonnie if you can, and you two would probably work pretty good together doing that. Because, like I said, Bonnie keeps up with that real close. But Bonnie, I hope you at least seen it. I know you probably couldn't answer due to the baby girl, but hey Bonnie, did you see that?
Yes, I saw it.
Okay.
And, my email is in my about section on my channel.
Yep.
And I don't know if she meant here in chat or because I went to her channel. But she can just email me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Her email is bootscootinmama@protonmail.
So
In Area 111, nobody will come to Bethel. Trust me, I'll never come to Bethel.
I didn't know he had a speech on tonight.
Who?
Kiss Off says she's going to watch T's speech.
Whose speech?
Trump's.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know he had one either.
What's he speaking on?
Who? Probably the same thing he's been saying for the last 4 years.
No. I meant where is he speak? What channel?
RSBN or OAN or someone like that. Probably RSBN be your closest
I
bet.
thought he wasn't going on until the 17th.
I didn't think he was going on yet either.
I think it's next weekend.
That's when because it's advertised for next weekend.
Yeah, that's what because I watch RSBN.
A week early. I'm sorry, I'm being a smart ass.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't see anything advertised today, and I went through a bunch of headliners just taking a quick glance to see if there was anything worth visiting about. And nothing that really piqued my attention, more the DOG, FBI, Mar-a-Lago BS stuff that's going on.
How much of that shit can we listen to?
Well,
Apparently,
the whole point is they're trying to distract us from what's really going on. They got all this stuff in the news feed.
There you go, Pappy.
Amen, Pappy. I'll tell you what. Can I just say something really like what I mean? Let Biden and his cronies come down to this border. Maybe they can protect it, right? Trump at least came to the border. They don't even do that.
shit, they'll come down and hand them crack pipes and shit like they did in
Oh, yeah,
Rhodes.
they'll give you free drugs.
Here, the shit you got in your backpack, you may need one of these.
2.1 million people have crossed that border this year illegally, and probably 300,000 got away. Can you imagine that? I mean, that's a number. 2 million. They were advertising that in the news, and I'm like, so maybe it's time to do the thing and close the border. You think? I mean,
Well,
yeah.
I'm glad y'all feel safe now, Rob. Well,
Well,
you know,
you're never really that safe. You just are. You have to be ready.
yeah.
I mean, the thing about it is, the only reason I'm not going out and helping out everybody else right now is because I'm in a healing mode. but I still have shit to do around here, and it's gotta get. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, see, you
But I'm
need
going
that
down
healing
to Michigan.
time.
But I went
You
down to
ain't no good if you're not. Your health is no good.
well, I'm fine on that end, but I have to get my area completely secured up. I got another week to do it, and I've got it pretty good. And I got 3 other ranches that I've already done, and I got a 4th one I'm going to do, and then I'm going to turn it over to them guys for a minute or two and catch my breath and kind of reassess.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've been in this for about 5 months.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's like
I
a
mean,
bad dream. I can't get out.
You know, we only do a deployment for 6. Yeah.
You've been
And,
doing it. Go ahead, sorry.
The thing I'm getting at is, you know what I mean? Did they catch the SO?
Bonnie, if you're there, meanwhile, I was asking you something.
I don't know what SO is. The SOB. Yeah, we got the son of a bitch. He's the dumb thing about it is it's all catch and release anyway, so it don't really matter what they do.
Right.
And but we catch them and then they can pretend to document them, I guess. You know, I'm not sitting there. I'm not going to talk any shit about this. I've gone way too far, way more than I wanted to talk about to begin with. But I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing. I'm on the border right now. Until I leave, I'm going to be doing what I do. And I'm not afraid of this shit. You know, everybody's always, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Well, you build a strong community. You get your strength together. You figure out who needs what and make sure they get it. And then you just dig in for a long winter's nap.
Well, but it's got to be reciprocal. It can't be just one way.
That's exactly it. But the point is, it takes a community, and the whole community has to be involved. And if people aren't on the same page, that'll cause division, altercations, you name it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And right now, it's build a better community, build a better area, try to work with the people around you. You know, there isn't much anybody's going to be able to do here, but they can do it in their own community. And every military member else out there knows it's God and country. It's God and country. And we need to be able to live and be able to live safe and free. That's who we are.
Well, off the subject, can I please have the painting you got behind your head?
What thing?
That thing is almost 4 feet wide. A big one.
Well, this one?
It's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah, Rob, you know what it is? They want y'all to bring them over there so they can walk them across borders. They can hand them their envelopes.
Yep.
We've been pulling them off ranches. So, I mean, if somebody has a problem, they're on their ranch and on their property, we go get them. And what we do is we turn them over to Border Patrol, who does their thing with the envelope and everything else. But you know, the dumb thing about it is, we the people need to be we the people. And
Yep.
I'm not sitting here crying about anything. That's why I said in your own communities. You know, when these people get out and they start releasing them in, they came here carrying drugs. What do you think they're going to do to your community?
Annihilate them.
Instead of being racist or anything else. But if you get that easy money that way, why would you work?
Bingo. That's it. Especially if you're promised to do this forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if
And
we
you get in
can
trouble with. Sorry, Louise. Go ahead.
go ahead. If we
I
can
was-
get them rounded up quick, then there's no animals that are killed for food. And they just take the small amount that they need and they leave the rest for the buzzards. So,
Yeah,
I-
that's bullshit.
you know, if we can keep it from maximum destruction to a minimum, then what they do with them after we turn them over, that's up to them.
Amen.
Yeah, it's just.
It's bizarre is what it is.
Y'all are just trying to keep y'all's place from getting destroyed. And
No, we're not.
heading off to them, right?
No, that's not all. That's not it at all. That would be a one reason, but it wouldn't be all of them.
Oh, okay.
What does the flag say? What does the flag stand for?
Freedom.
Yeah, red, white, and blue.
Exactly.
And united we stand,
Yep. Divided we fall.
divided we fall.
Well,
But if we stay divided, we're gonna damn straight fall.
Oh yeah.
We can pitch unity and strengthen the community and strengthen the people that we have, that we don't have to fear anymore, and get the problem out of get the problems out of the places that they have power in, and start restructuring and rebuilding and making a better place. You know, I mean, and that's what we need to do. But we also need, it starts at home. That flag stands for freedom. I'm a patriot.
I've always said, Rob, I've always said, if you don't like America, swoop them up, put them in a bus or plane, and send them over to another country. I bet you within a week they would be begging to come back.
Send them all to Chicago and New York.
Yeah.
Well, she's already
To us, that's another
fussing.
country.
Lori Lightfoot is already fussing about her little open place she runs.
But the
Well,
thing
you
about
know
it,
what,
go ahead.
you know
Sammy
what's
Bear.
ironic about this whole thing?
What's that?
You know, with all of these people coming into all these, being bussed into all these cities and everything right now, and they're all squawking a big tune and everything. I ran across an article yesterday. The departments of education are just rolling around in joy because all of these new people are coming up with their children and stuff. They're enrolling into schools, which have been having enrollment dropping since the pandemic. And all of a sudden now they're looking at hundreds of thousands of extra dollars rolling in because they got the population is increasing in their schools, and they're loving it.
Well, I think it ought to be just, and I'm not trying to be racist, but I don't think if they're American citizens, they should be able to be enrolled in school. Because all of us had to have our vaccinations before we went to school. We had to prove it, and before we could enroll, and they had to be current. And none of these people have that. So what happened to all that? You know what happened?
You had to have a Social Security card.
Well, they want to issue them that. In some places they want to issue. You know, there's some states they're giving them driver's licenses. You know,
Austin, the red blue blur.
Yeah, but they're sanctuary cities and they're sanctuary states.
I'm glad I'm in Florida.
Have it, you know what I mean? Then it becomes their state's problem.
Yeah.
Here, Chuck.
I'm glad I'm in Florida with DeSantis, man.
There you go, Crystal. Free debt. Chuck looked up the definition.
Thank you, Chuck.
American flag defined. White signifies purity and innocence.
Yep.
Red signals hardness and valor. The blue signals diligence, preservation, and justice.
Yep.
Okay, Chuck.
Right on.
Yep.
Thank you, Chuck.
Well, I know that's true, but I didn't know that part of it, but I know it stood for freedom.
Well, it takes all of them to make freedom. If you don't have all three of them together, you don't have freedom. Sorry. You can have one or two.
There's 13 stripes on it. They went up to 15 when Kentucky went into the Union, but decided from then the flag would be lopsided every time they added a state. So they went back to 13, leaving it to 13, and they decided to make the stars signify how many states.
Well, I heard from somebody that the flag is actually supposed to be turned upside down.
Oh yeah, if you're under distress.
Oh.
It should have been turned upside down 2 years ago.
Yeah. Hey, Dorinda.
Good to see you, Dorinda.
Heads up, people. 20 minutes, and I'm going to be shutting this down to go over to Chuck's. So 20 minutes, guys, and then we're going to shut her in.
Will I drop Chuck's link?
Yeah, you can drop Chuck's link. Red can. Anybody that wants to can, or all of you can. I don't care. Anybody ain't been there, go check him out.
Aren't you means a lot to us? You're right, Bonnie.
Yep.
Shane, you asked me earlier, we were talking about what the meaning of the stars of being at the beginning of the field, like this backwards one I got. It does have a significance.
Okay.
It means to assault forward. No retreat, basically. That's wild.
You can never retreat.
The backward flag, formerly and officially known as a reverse flag, dates back to the Army's history when both cavalry and infantry units would charge ahead as the stars and stripes were streamed backwards. When assaulting forward, the star field was always to the front and the red and white stripes flow to the back in the breeze.
And it was a signal to the men. I can see that.
So when the stars are pointing in whatever direction, basically that's the way they're heading in to kick ass.
Either
James,
flank
you
them
got a
from
grasshopper again?
No, I had a phone thing. I don't even know what the hell it is. A messenger of some sort.
No. I was hearing crickets again. I was wondering if you had a cricket in your house.
No, it wasn't a cricket. That's the sound it makes.
Oh, okay.
It's annoying as hell.
No, that's a cricket chirping out of them box of chips you just bought.
Yeah.
Well, trust me, I've had my bouts with them ever since I said,
Cricket
"Hey,
flower.
yeah." I said,
Telling you.
Bonnie said it. I was telling Bonnie a couple months ago. It's funny. This year I ain't had any crickets. I'll be
Because
good to
they're
hell.
in the flower.
3 days later, I don't have flour in this house. 3 days later, I've had them every friggin' night.
I'm hearing a cricket.
Yeah, I got one now. Now that y'all mentioned it, he decided he'd show his tune.
That's what I was asking you.
Gotta be careful what you ask for there, Shane. You're more powerful than you believe.
Bonnie, between the outbreak of polio in New York, the homeless people, they're finding of diseases that have been basically extinguished for a long time.
Tuberculosis.
Since we got a polio outbreak now, does that mean I got to take my monkeypox decorations down?
No, just add it to it.
Yeah, they said that there's a bunch of them that have tuberculosis that's coming out. That was damn near eradicated here too.
Well, yeah. And, I don't know. We have mumps break out down here.
When you travel to any other country, you have to go through lots of shots and stuff. Remember that? But it seems kind of funny that all these third worlders just here, welcome.
I certainly used to dread getting orders to deploy overseas because that meant you had to line up in the line.
You all have a good night. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, there. The dog just came in and shut all over us.
Is it raining?
Yep.
Brought you a present.
140 pounds of presents.
Yeah.
He said, "You made me go out." He said, "You made me go out in this rain. I'm gonna bring something back for you."
What gets me when they do these big German Shepherds I got, and then they kind of look at you, and when you see them do it like you did it.
Yep. He has gained 3 inches in his neck since he came to us.
Wow. Now, Travis, you say 33-3 OU? OU's 33? Is that what you're saying?
Good night, Mima.
Well, gargoyle would be nice if a good independent person came onto the ballot.
Yeah, the red side, the blue side, the right side, the left side. On the turd, it's still a turd, either way you look at it.
Yep.
That's what gargoyle was saying. Oh, baby, you do make me inside.
I'm an American. I'm not none of that.
I'm unenrolled. They got to earn my vote.
That's it.
There you go. If you want to invite them over for supper at your house, don't vote for them.
Well, they better pay attention to the sign I got on my door. It says the only thing self-cleaning around here is a cat.
Right on. Hey, buddy. Anyway, wow. Maybe I need to learn how to shoot a crossbow.
You'd enjoy it. I really think you would.
Well, you know, I was going to try to write a book, right? That didn't go very good.
Here's a thought for you. You know, you got a few cactus and a few little trees and shrubs out there. You can take that crossbow and tie a little cable to it. And if you see a bunch of them running that way, you shoot it across the front of them and they'll trip over it. And then you less work. They're already on the ground for you.
Right on.
They never hear it.
Area 111, just tap the keg. Right on, brother. Right on.
All right, good job.
I'm sitting here looking at your likeness there, Rob, and I'm saying to myself, you know what? You'd probably look pretty good with a nice old bull rider block hat sitting on top of that head.
I don't know if I got one of those block hats.
Blockhead or block hat?
No, bull rider block hat, you know.
I know what you're talking about.
Looking style, you know.
Shane was trying to make it funny.
Hey, Dorinda.
The other one up there.
That one.
His Walmart special. The sun protector.
Mm-hmm.
That better? No.
That's a true Arizona hat right there.
It's my wife's.
Yeah,
Looks
this
a little
one's
better.
mine.
Looks a little better right here.
Is that her gardening hat?
No, that's a rider.
Okay.
There you go. That's style in it right there.
This is my Sunday go to meeting hat. I wear it just to piss off everybody.
Hell yeah. Well, it is like running through a gauntlet when you go to them meetings. You're kind of like Indiana Jones running through that gauntlet.
I get a kick out of that gauntlet. Morons.
Well, if I want to get the look from the people up here, all I got to do is go out in my yard with this on.
Yeah, I would assume. That's a nice hat, though. My other one that I wear all the time, it's so damn dirty and stuff, but it's been trained to my head for about 10 years, so I don't.
You don't advertise that one?
I never advertise that one.
I want to tell you what, out here, these old cowboys, they get a hat that starts fitting right and sweated in just right. They won't take it off even to eat lunch in a church. That's their signet, and that's how it is.
Amen, brother. I don't wear it in the house much. I skin down at the barn. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Then I just change up, and I drove all day today, and I had this thing called air conditioning.
Yeah, that helps, doesn't it?
About half the day, I turned it off. I thought, this isn't even real. I'm not even sweating.
Yeah, it's like I'm about to freeze to death. I ain't used to this.
Oh my God! Tell me about it. It was crazy. I was ready to throw the duster on.
Yep. Yeah, that button on them horses don't work very good for air conditioning.
Nah, it don't work at all. I wonder if the Lily back on would be able to make that. Like bribe them. I mean, if I talk to them.
10 minutes, guys, and we're shutting down. We're going to go over to, or I'm going to go over there, and I hope everybody goes over with us. Yeah, about 10 minutes, and we're going to wrap her up here and go over to see Chuck C. He's probably digging up stuff as we speak to have some kind of content.
Yeah, because he's quiet.
So, even if you do nothing else but go over and get him a little love raid, say hi, that would be wonderful.
It'd be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Chuck's a lot of fun, and he has a lot of information. That's one thing he does. I learned a lot from Chuck.
Yeah, and he's not no dummy. That's the good thing.
Far from it.
That guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
Well, so am I.
He's
Just
like
ask Border Patrol.
We all have interchangeable name tags from time to time, don't we?
You're damn right we do.
Yeah, that's kind of my badge of honor.
Yeah.
Even like they talk about the Charlemagne's paladins and all that. You don't have to be a sweetheart to be a nice or good guy.
You think? Honey,
Yeah.
I'm no sweetheart.
I know you're not. They're on our electricity.
No, we had the generator just kicked it back on, so that's no big deal to me. There
it
goes
goes
again.
again.
What's going on?
Electrical.
Power
Yeah.
surges.
We got a thunderstorm going over. So
Is
we
it
just
dropping?
lost our electricity. Oh,
it-
there's thunder.
Is it dropping much moisture?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, tons.
Bear came in, he shook, and he gave me a shower. I think it would have lasted 5 minutes if he would have kept shaking.
Huh.
He's drenched.
Yeah,
Yep.
our power's done right now. I'm about to see what the fuck is going on.
Well, I noticed those light flashes only happened when you guys were hugging each other.
Oh, buddy.
Kind of tells you what the fuck's going on over here.
It's electric.
There's an electric light over there.
If we don't make it over to Chuck, she'll know why, and we can get the electricity back up.
Yeah,
man.
right.
Our generator won't. If our generator don't kick on, then we're gonna be without for a while.
What's wrong with the generator? Is it not running right?
We'll find out. It's outside, so.
It's outside, and I'll probably go and look at it here in a minute.
Yeah.
Is it one of them? Is it one of them instant on ones?
It should have been an instant on one, but we had a lot of lightning, really bad strikes around here. Somebody got hit.
Might have freaked it out too, on and off and on and off.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes you have to manually turn it on.
Oh, I hate that manual stuff, right?
I don't like that manual stuff. I hate that automatic shit, dude.
Oh, I know. Just make sure and wear a parka out there if you're getting that much moisture.
Oh, yeah.
I thank you. Should I put my galoshes on too?
What we do here in Arizona is we go out and celebrate the rain, and we dance in it for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Kind of like wet t-shirt contest with you.
Grannies go wild, right?
Freaking guilt. Anyway.
I'll dance in the rain with you, sister.
TMI.
Anyway, I'm going to drop off right now and go check out and see if I can get this started back up.
Yeah.
All right, bud.
All right.
We'll
Thank
see you
you,
in a bit.
guys.
Okay.
But
You will. Thank y'all.
Let's see,
See ya.
Rob. Yeah, sometimes them automatic transfer switches will get snafu if you get power surges, quick flickering, and they'll sometimes need to be reset.
Yeah, you just reset the breaker that runs it, and then you can reset the switch. Yeah, it's not too hard.
how to do that? It kick the breaker either in the unit itself or it kick the breaker inside the house from that.
Yep.
Well, some of them will auto reset if you go down and click the main, do your main on and off.
Yep.
Hey, Pappy, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What happened to Jeff and Heather?
Now that I don't know. I haven't had any contact from them either. So
Yeah, he just up and disappeared one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I commented on one of their videos. I figured they might comment back. Nope. We were all doing that back room stuff for a little while, and then just kind of went.
yeah, I've sent them emails and didn't get any response either. So I don't know what's going on, and
Okay.
I'm not one to pry anyways, but
Well, no, I didn't want to pry. I was just curious because, I've thought that for a long time. I wonder what happened.
well,
Say a little prayer.
and I understand what everybody's saying that because I felt the same way. People were talking about they hadn't seen me on a little while, and things change in people's lives. Priorities change. You got to address stuff and things of that nature. But the one thing that everybody needs to get out of that is that we can talk in little situations like we got right now in this little group here and our chat and everything. We've actually invested energy in each other. We've exchanged energy, and that's
Yeah.
lasting. So the curiosity is actually much more than that. It's more than curiosity. We're all invested in each other. Like I tell everybody, we're all connected all the time, whether we know it or not, or even believe it or not.
Hey, Shane, I'm going to jump down so I can go roll some cigarettes before Chuck comes on.
Yeah, I'm going to close it down in 3 minutes anyway, so that'd be fine.
I'll see y'all over there.
All right.
Unless something else pops up.
All right.
All right. Bye.
See you.
Happy, may I ask a question?
Yeah.
It's not one like that. At one time, we were talking about a group joining up at a mountain or a volcano with the positive energy and the light popping. Do you remember what that was called?
Well, let's see. I don't recall right off the top of my head what the actual name of it was. It's
It was
It was a group of it's a group of people originally from Hawaii, and they've been putting those prayers up for Earth unity and Earth healing from Mauna Kea, and I was almost thinking that was the name of it.
I didn't hear it. I am so sorry. I thought it was something like Eula. Oh, I cannot remember.
I'm gonna jump over and get it ready. Much love to y'all. I'll see you in a minute.
All right, Chuck.
All right, Chuck.
Bye.
Bonnie's having a hell of a time. She's got a chatterbox on her hands.
Well, that's okay. Just can you
Yeah.
feel the energy of that youngster?
Oh, yeah.
And that's exciting to us old folk.
Oh, I know. They only want to talk when you're busy. When you're not busy, they just want to go watch TV or go play their stuff. But as soon as they hear you talking, holy cow, they got to be right in the middle of it.
That sounds like my doggone dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to drop off here too, so I'll probably catch you up over on the flip side over on Chuck's.
All right. Yeah, I got 1 minute, so I'm going to say my P's and Q's to the chat and shut her in so I can get ready to go over to Chuck's and go from there.
Okay, I'm jumping down.
All right.
See you there.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
See ya. All right. Chat, it's 9 o'clock. I am going to shut this down. It would be nice if everybody wanted to go over there. I'm not forcing anybody. Nothing else. Give them a love rate. Give them a heart, thumbs up. Don't have subscribed. Don't have shared. Just whatever. A lot of y'all already know about Chuck. So anyway, if y'all want to come over, that would be wonderful. I'd appreciate it, but no hard feelings if y'all don't feel like it. But I'll be over there on panel. So I'll see you all there if you show up. You all have a good evening, and hopefully you'll be there shortly. Lots of love, guys. See you later.